Here we go. Let's do this. Last week, guys. Last week of working for the man.
Yes.
It's the last week of working for the man. Last week of working for the man. We are, compared to those old people, those old hairy people, we are looking fresh. Look at those. Look at those old hairy people.
I think I'm still quite hairy. It's just shorter.
Old hairy. Hey, you recognise this shirt?
It's the one he didn't throw away. I'll send back.
Yes, man. Welcome. And you're so welcome to the show. Oh, can I get my guitar?
It's very early for that.
It's no. It's
Maybe we should warm up to it.
Never too early for.
Like after I've gone.
Vibes. I was sat in an AA meeting and I couldn't focus on it.
Oh God! So you brought the guitar in and
Because I
sang
was wondering, can I play Kodachrome by Paul Simon without knowing the chords?
How's that go then? And the answer was no.
Shush, please. I'm tuning. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama, this is Cotton Fields,
Yeah, I remember
in the cradle, in them old cotton fields back home. It was back in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. If them cotton balls are getting rotten, they can't be. If them cotton...
Sing to them.
It's the shirt. All right, I don't remember...
All right, never
Mama,
mind.
don't take that Kodachrome. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome. That says it goes. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome. Mama, don't
Stop
take that Kodachrome.
drilling that song into my face. Do it to them.
Get the chords for Kodachrome. We're going to sing it. We're going to have a great time
God.
today.
I'm not sure I know.
Today, this is our last week of working for the man. Right? We got to do today and tomorrow, and then Twitch can kiss my ass. So Friday night, 8 o'clock, we're going to be on YouTube for 30 minutes for you. If you are a 666 and above, if you're any subscriber to Patreon, I've sent the link out, which I think is the link for when we go behind a paywall.
You don't sound too sure.
Well, according to YouTube, according to Twitter, it can't. According to Google, it can't be done. You can't schedule a stream and with a link. I think I've done it. I think I've broken the internet. So if you are, normally it'd be a 666 and above, but as generosity unbound, we've sent that link to all Patreons. £2
You know
and
why?
above.
We're trying to temptate.
Yeah.
We're trying to temptate.
When I think back, that's not an E. When I, well, not an E. I know it is. When I think back on all the crap crap. When I songs with light swears in. For example, "Who Are You" by The Who wouldn't count because it's the F word. When I think back on all the crap I learned in high school, it's a wonder I can't think at all.
Yep.
And though my lack of education hasn't hurt me, I said education.
I know you did.
I can read the writing on the wall. Kodachrome, give us a nice bright colors in a winds of summers. And you think all the world is a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got a Nikon camera. I love to take a photographs. So mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. There's an F sharp minor is a tough chord. Get to the Kodachrome bit where it goes fast. Oh, mama, don't take that Kodachrome. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome. That's it. Okay. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take the Kodachrome. Mama, don't take that Kodachrome. You're my mama in this
Apparently
example
so,
of
yeah.
the song.
I'm everyone's mama.
Turns out I can't play it without looking, but when I do look, I'm bloody good.
Well. Okay.
I wanna know what's going on inside your mind, little one. I wanna know the secrets that you keep from your mom.
What?
I wanna see all the little pictures going round in your head.
This one.
That's a lovely romantic feeling. Let's go to bed. I wanna make love to you.
No.
Make love to you.
Everybody.
Make love to you after midday. And I think you know why. I'm the kind of guy that can only get it up in the afternoon.
It's the 1 o'clock news that does it.
I did something. Someone told me that we'd been doxxed. That we hadn't been doxxed. It was you that had been doxxed, Harsh. Someone told me we'd been doxxed on. I'm going to use offensive language. So this is a warning. Digital spy.
What a bunch of penises.
I went on there to remove the doxing. The first time I've been on there since June of last year, over a year. My God, those people are very, very angry just because we're trying to feed our kids. Very, very angry just because we're trying to feed our kids.
They'll be glad when they don't have to see us anymore then, won't they?
So angry. One of them's here. One of them's in our Discord.
Oh, really?
One of them's in our Discord. The mods did a brilliant trap in our Discord. Pete did. It's someone called JM Mert or something, I don't remember. And Pete said, the results of the long-awaited Winner Yacht competition are in, and JM Mert, you've won it. Please contact one of your mods, because they're using a different name. But I went on there, and my God, there's only about 3 or 4 of them. I only looked at 2 pages. They really are jealous of us. It's not. I'm not going back. So you can write what you want, guys. They're so angry that we haven't stuck to a schedule for the last week. They're so angry
Hang on. Do they... What, because they miss us? They don't like us, but they want us to be more regular.
They're so angry that I didn't do a stream on Sunday because I was really enjoying Loki. I was watching Loki, right? And the streams on Sunday are kind of optional, and I hadn't definitely said I was going to do one. Also, I didn't feel like this guy. I didn't feel like that guy that does the shows. I didn't feel like him. I'm finding it harder and harder to be that guy that does the shows, right? And I was really enjoying Loki. It's a great, dumb series with a bit of time travel. And they were so angry that I decided to watch Loki rather than do an unscheduled, unpaid show.
Do you know what I'm hearing? Do you know what I'm hearing? 1, oh, bless them. They're spending their time doing that. 2, control. They've got... Here's my theory, and you'll know this better than I, because you're virtually a psychiatrist.
Thank you.
People who feel like others owe them something and need to stick to a schedule, even though they despise what they do so much that they spend their spare time brewing and festering and spitting vitriol about it.
I was keeping it low-key, thank you.
Are lacking in control in their own lives, so they push it onto other people. I need you to do what I expect you to do. If we did, they'd take the piss out of us for something else, because it's about punching up. They think they're punching up because for some reason they feel less than. I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone's got stuff. Some people deal with their stuff and others will never deal with their stuff because they project it outwards. I feel sorry for you. I don't have to read your crap.
Kodachrome, it give me a nice bright colours. I love to take a photograph. Give me a song. I'm feeling so... this hole is really gonna get used today. Oh, imagine that, the friction. I am feeling empowered. I just want to play an E today. Normally I'm a G guy, but I'm in E today. Yeah, oh, okay. When we first met, I knew that you were a safe bet. That's inappropriate.
What does that mean?
It means...
That reminds me of Love Island. I watched some of it last night. In
Oh.
fact, let's be honest, I watched it all. It was on. Okay, one.
Who do we think is going to be dead in the next few years? And I say that actually meaning it, because that show is not good
No.
for anyone's mental health.
No, because it's purely, straight away, it's who do you fancy? Oh, do you fancy this person more? Yeah, I do. So I'm going to throw this person over. They all came on talking the big one. I found it really interesting how quickly the glamour fades, right? And what I mean is, when you first see them,
They're ugly
yes.
without makeup.
No. You start not seeing that anymore. And what you see is a kid. Someone who's...
Hungry bums.
Wait a minute. Yeah. A kid. Someone who's a little bit boring.
Yeah.
And someone who's full of bullshit.
Why are you being so hard on yourself?
No, but what I mean is that underneath it all, they are children, right? They're children. And but they're talking the big one because they think they know what the game is. The game is you're the game. And I feel really sorry for them. I don't think I'll watch it again. It's not for me.
Can I sing
but
a song to the Love Island?
No. What I find frightening is that there are people looking up to that.
Okay.
But so what I'm saying is, if you've got young people in your family, just make sure that they know there's more to life than all that.
Kaiser,
Now-
you just got yourself banned. Instead of playing an E, we're going to play an E minor, because it's a sad song.
Oh no.
I know you wanna cry and come to my love island, and I'll make you smile again, make you smile again. Know you're feeling sad, and let me take your hand, and we can be so happy in our world of love. I think you're very rude. I think you're a very rude person.
Why?
This is imagine I'm Paul McCartney writing Yesterday in front of you.
I am uncomfortable with anyone singing at me, right? That's just the truth. I recognised it. The worst one was when on honeymoon in Cuba, they would come to the tables, right? There's two of us. And there's a room full of people, and then there's three blokes singing really quite loud here. What are you supposed to do? I think you're supposed to stop eating, but I just felt like this. Stop extreming me.
You can't keep a good man down. It's the title of this song. You can't keep a good man down. I'm gonna
Stop singing at me though, please! Sing to them.
Okay. You can't keep a good man down.
Don't.
I'm gonna be always around when you're feeling up and you're feeling down.
So either or, you'll be fine.
Gonna sing my songs for you. Gonna
No.
make some love to you.
God.
You're gonna be so happy when I come to your house today to sing my songs. When I sing my songs. When I sing my songs. When I sing my songs.
That's the end.
Okay. You're so rude.
I'm not rude. It's
you
just
are.
it's just a
you
strange
are.
situation.
This you are.
That's you, yeah.
Do you ever do that? Do you ever get
No.
the and the mixed up? I do so often.
Do you?
Oh, David Turner's did a funny thing today. You remember he did a funny thing?
Today.
Oh, by
but
the way,
yesterday, none. Not one.
I've got plans for David Turner's.
Have you?
Yeah.
Shut that off.
I've got plans for you, buddy. Oh, I got plans for you, buddy. Bingo, buddy, bongo, buddy, bang, bang, bango. Let me show you what he did. Do you remember I showed you some film all right, Gingerbeard Mark has done has I think pretty much done the
I've
film.
just remembered the same sort of anger that the digital spy person. Is it the same person, or is it three equal shadows? The same sort of anger that was felt when we left our jobs at Talk Radio, which for me became unsustainable, and for you, they
wouldn't renew my contract.
when we got a death threat from Katherine and I got called a bitch.
So you remember the angry Scouse gentleman?
Yeah.
From the video that we made, me and Mark made.
You mean the guy that was carrying his dogs in a baby carrier? Yes.
Well, look what David Tennant has done. If you missed the video, me and Gingerbeard Mark made a very funny video, right, of just going around doing vox pops, and this guy was so rude, and so he's become a thing.
Look at the dog. The dog is embarrassed to be there. I'm looking at it now. I can see it.
But there's another one, David. I don't know what technology is behind this, but you keep doing this.
And that is the face he would get as well.
It made me laugh so much. I was laughing so
Put that
much.
That picture again of him doing the show.
Okay, I
know exactly what I'm about to say there.
I've just closed.
Could you open it again?
I've just closed.
Could you open it again? Make it bigger. Bigger still. I'm about to say to him, he's doing his thing. And when he finishes, I'll say, "You all right?" Oh dear.
It's great to be here.
People are fun.
I hate people.
I'm liking people.
I think I'm wearing your headies. They're a different shape.
Do you feel more intelligent?
No, I feel like a really rude, bitter old shrew that cannot be tamed.
Actually, let me tell you something.
Please do, Katherine.
Listen to
this.
this.
And I tell you what, while you're telling me, I won't interrupt you and tell you. No, stop. Stop telling me. Tell them. I won't do any of that because I've got manners. I'm a gentleman. And I'm a gentleman.
I'm just going to tell you, right?
And I'm a gentle Ben, the bear.
I'm just going to tell you, what you were doing to me there was virtually climbing onto my lap and humping me. So I'm just going to tell you, all right?
Please tell me.
I forgot what I was going to say.
And that to me sums up her whole attitude to life. Maybe DS Digital Spy is correct.
What was I going to say? Where were we?
Listen to my clap with echo. I'm clapping in a cave. I'm feeling very brave because the cave is haunted.
I cannot remember what I was going to tell you, and it was important.
I'm singing about a haunted cave. What have you done with your life today? I mean, she makes me sick. Haunted cave. Moomin, I found, and I have read, that metazapine is one of the easier ones to come off. Not saying that necessarily. I'm not saying, but for me, metazapine, and I did a little bit of reading about it. Metazapine is one of the easier ones to come off. In fact, I don't remember having any side effects. Whereas sertraline, I've got a psychiatrist appointment at 11 o'clock. I thought it'd be fun to do it on the stream. I'm joking. It's private business. I'm your private dancer, dancing for money in this haunted cave.
While you're talking to him, can you ask him if he's got any more of those blow darts he gave me last time so I can... And peace.
There will be peace and understanding sometimes. Got to be strong. How you feeling, Elvis? Oh, he's not plugged in. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. You deserve better, and you're going to get it.
Strung out on heroin.
There was a really good call to Allan Beswick the other night. Towards the end, it was we don't say crazy. It was a woman. Can anyone remember? Was it Saturday or Sunday? What time it was and what it was about? It was. We're both forgetting stuff now.
I actually can't remember where I was going, and that is very rare. Normally, it's come back by now. It's not happening, is it?
It's a kind of magic.
But it is hard
It's a kind of magic.
to maintain a train of thought with this.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. One life, one thing.
One thing.
One celebrate. As this a kind of all we hear is Radio Gaga. Flash.
Yeah.
He'll save every one of us. No, not the long, not the. Well, the scooter call was something. There's red scooters and black scooters, and the black scooters are not allowed.
Oh.
It was. I don't think it was the scooter call. I remember Allan Beswick.
Oh, I know what it was. I've actually been happy this weekend, and I think I'm nicer to people as a result. That's what it was. The end. Carry on.
Would you say you're in a manic phase today? No.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm not actually.
This is
Lonely God 182. I've made Lonely God 182 a mod. It was a temporary
Lonely Mod
ship.
182.
It was a temporary mod ship. And Matty Stever says, I bet Katherine wishes you were still watching Loki. If you carry on like that, you're going to get those lovely little butt cheeks.
I think that's what it wants.
It's going to sound like this.
Oh.
Do you want to be a mod, Lonely God? Do you want to be a mod? Because if you do, you got it. If you don't, you don't got it. As simple as that. I just needed him. I needed an emergency mod.
We need to know whether you want it and how bad. Because mod ship costs. And here's where you start paying.
I'm going to...
Wait. In sweat! He does indeed. He does indeed. All right. You can have it then.
Let's see if we can I'm just going to quickly search. Today is a great day.
Because?
Right? Because today and tomorrow are our last days. And I need to just post this message. Thank you for all your subs. If you can hold off until July the 1st, please do. We won't get a penny from any subs today or tomorrow. July the 1st, we start making $1. Thank you.
Do you think that's why some people have been dropping out on the Patreon?
Why is that?
Because there's some
Why
people
have you
who
done
have
that?
been...
Names we know.
Yeah, supporters of us for years. And I can only think either, and no judgment, either...
I'm judging them.
You know, times are tough and you've realised it's too much of a commitment. Or there's a misunderstanding with this.
Or they're bell cheeses.
There's three options there.
If you can hold off your Twitch sub until July the 1st, thank you. If you can't, I mean, geez. If you can hold off your Twitch sub, that would be great. Okay? I would suggest holding off your Patreon sub until July the 1st, because if you sign up today, you'll get charged, and then you get charged on July the 1st. So I would say hold off. We have sent out the link.
What's that?
I don't know. We have sent out the link for Friday's show. So the 8 o'clock is going to start on YouTube, free for all. Then at 8:30, it's going to go to the paywall. We've sent out the link for the paywall to every Patreon. Normally it'd be $6.66 and above, but it will be every Patreon has received it for this inaugural show. It may not work, so stand by. If you sign up on July the 1st, you will have access to that link. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys?
Did you get it? You got it? Good. What is that noise?
Is it in real life? Oh, it's the washing machine. It's the washer.
Is it?
Just sounds like static on here.
It does.
Let's see if we can find... So today...
First of all, who wants to see my kittens?
That's not a euphemism.
Who wants to see my kittens?
I'm driving over there today to steal one.
I do check everyone's bags on the way out.
Where do we go to see your kits?
Go on Twitter and have a look at my feed, because there's been... You can show them the wrestling video.
I gotta know... What? I forgot I've got an acting agent.
Oh!
And I've been taken off their website. But I wrote to them saying... We haven't spoken for over a year. Are we still working together? If not, that's cool, but I would like to. And they went, oh, God, yeah.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to be an actor.
Good.
Katherine Boyle.
Yeah, go on your mute. Oh, no, your band list. Yeah, your block.
Okay, there we go. It's just, sometimes you're so toxic.
Go on. Keep going.
Jeez, who are these boring people? Oh, there's Katie.
Katie Puckrick.
Puckrick.
She's one of my faves, my absolute faves.
Where am I going?
Keep going, or you'll go until you see some kittens fighting.
Oh, why are you doing so many retweets?
Because I'm supportive of my friends.
These are cute. So the one with the collar is Yoko.
Yeah. And I was told that she was the timid one. I think you'll find she's the one sticking the elbows in.
Kitten siblings fighting is the best. Cat sibling at any age, it's the best thing because there's a roughness to it, but there's also they know. Ben says you've emailed the link. I've posted it in Patreon, and that's where the links are going to be. It's tricky to do both, so the link is in Patreon. Ben, if you're a Patreon, £2 and above will have access to that link.
Oh, that's cute. That's so cute.
Hang on a second. I think we can improve this.
No. You sure you've never heard of Jade? I have no idea who Jade is. Is there anything
What was I watching? Some old crap on the telly. So I've not really watched anything since they arrived because I'm obsessed with them. Get in, Yoko. Finish him! They are ragdolls, Hattie.
It's one for the old people.
One nah.
There we go. We have fun then. We had fun.
But bless them, they're so lovely.
So
Willow, not so fond of them.
So today and tomorrow we're going to be watching. We're 30 minutes in and we haven't. We're going to be watching a best of the last year. The fabulous Matty Stevo has put together. Somehow he's got 4 hours out of it. But thank you, Matty. I haven't watched it. I haven't looked at it because I want to be.
You'll get our authentic reaction.
Yes. But we're going to be watching that today and tomorrow. The phone lines are going to open a bit. I just want to see if I can remember what this call was on Beswick. Schedule. So we go to Sunday. I think it was Sunday show. I'm sure I heard it yesterday towards the end.
They first of all start of the mental health laws in the city's house.
Yeah.
Because
treatment,
he won't harm himself. He won't.
But the song is beautiful, lovely.
It's gotten clear.
Actually going anywhere on them?
Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe it is the scooters.
No, excellent. Well, you go and I'll go, and then neither of us will be. Sorry?
Oh, this is this is yo-yo.
Structure of a.
This is funny.
Yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
Who are you?
Electric scooter, I'm told, is 15. You just said I need to check my information, so clearly you are.
No, and what they would
not have been the BBC.
And when you.
Yeah.
What speed
I love this show so much.
electric. God, how.
Quicker than take a breath.
Here we go. This is great. Tracy.
Good afternoon. Good evening, Alan.
This is 1:30.
Right?
Good evening.
12:30.
Alan,
Say them all, you'll
very
be
well,
right.
thank you.
before I get into the conversation, if I were walking down the canal and Simon came past me on a scooter, I could push him in water quicker than take a breath because they're only allowed to do 8 miles, you know.
Wow, that's a scenario she's thought about.
And you can tell that dude, but that's not one I talk to you about.
You can tell that to them, but that's not what I want to talk. I love when people come on and say something, but that's not what I want to talk about. Well, it clearly is because you've just...
Do you think her reactions are fast enough for her to be able to push someone in before she breathes?
Quicker than a breath.
Yeah.
Morning, Jen.
What I want to talk
Okay,
to you
right.
about, Alan, is this. you know, you're a bit of an hero now. So, Alan, what is your favourite tune? What's your favourite
I don't really have one, but if I was pressed, it would probably.
Must have a tune, you know, that we could all relate to. Come on.
Come on, you must have a tune that we can all relate to. Come on.
Is it a
Well,
da
if-
da 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 da?
Well, if I was pressed to give an answer, it would probably end up being the Pearl Fishers duet.
What's that?
It's a tune.
Oh, would you play it? So, go on.
No.
Give us all a bit of insight.
Give us all a bit of in-spice, does she say?
Inspire.
Don't
Okay.
be embarrassed now. Come on, Alan.
I mean,
Come on.
given that the Pearl Fishers duet is two sopranos, isn't it?
Come on.
Come
You're
on.
on the radio. Give us a bit of
Really?
music.
Good Lord, I
Before
haven't
we
noticed.
get Simon. What?
Well, I say again, no.
Ask your missus if you can play it.
Is she in charge of the music now? Or does she have to press play?
She doesn't say yo-yo in this call, which is unusual.
Play the opera yo-yo.
I'll tell you what then. Would you, well, I know you don't do requests, but if you did, would you play a September song for me? Well, it's not for me.
If I did,
Mum, I mean, she's gone like, and my daddy.
Well, she won't hear it then.
It is my dad. Will you play that for me?
no.
He has such a great way of saying no. There's a
No.
No.
That's
So dismissive.
That suggests considering it for a second, but only a second. No.
No.
Well, would you play Alan,
What?
please?
What?
It's like he's doing something. Call my name.
Ian?
What?
Wow. Don't matter.
I've been
I don't
bullied.
do requests.
I've been bullied.
Well-
I know. I've been bullied though by yo-yos.
I've been bullied though by yo-yo. That's the yo-yo alarm. I've been bullied though by yo-yo.
Low, and you know, I see people come and talking to you about nothing that means anything. I mean, I get what Susan was saying earlier, but I'm telling you, the speed limit is 8 miles an hour. I know. I had to ride my mummy's scooter for 6 years.
Stop.
And it,
Stop. What the hell are we talking about?
Her mummy's scooter.
Wait.
I'm hoping it's a scooter, not a fanuta.
were hard work. And you know, she had to have ground. I said to her, you said, Mum, you're better off having a car. You're paying for
No.
road tax and insurance, you know. And I had to stand up so I used to get cramp on scooter, you know.
Wow. So she's riding it like a kid on a BMX.
I think
Standing
she means.
up.
I think she means like a motor scooter.
No, she means a mobility scooter.
No, well, who knows? Who
She
knows?
must do. That when I used to live in Bedford, there was a guy who had a mobility scooter, but it had like a canopy on it. And he used to treat it like a car. You'd see him rumbling down the middle of the road.
Scooters on the road.
I've only got shop for her. But you know what I mean? It were, you know, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Whoa. Which part of it's bullshit? Because I've been invested.
Oh, this is such a... If you've not heard Allan Beswick, Saturday and Sunday nights, BBC Radio Manchester, if you were ever a fan of the radio show we did, this is like takes it to the next level. And it's preserved in amber from the olden days.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Here's the thing, it sounds like a really boring show. I tried to get Scott to listen to it and he went, it sounds boring. It's like, no. Once you push through to the other, once you break on through to the other side, it's great.
Thing is, you've been working with a Mancunian for 5 years, so you know it. You know the people.
Shut up about it.
Please play a tune. Why don't you do request, Alan? It's Sunday now.
Sunday
Come on.
out.
Put a
Well,
tune
that's what
on.
we're talking about. It's now actually Monday, but never mind. I don't play music. That's it.
Oh,
not a
yeah,
music
you
programme.
do. Yeah, you do.
Well, only when I want to
Come on,
pee.
Alan. What-
God, he pees a lot then, doesn't he?
What time
No,
do you put your
I've-
tune on before you shut
So-
up?
What
Tracy,
time will you shut up?
God,
Wow.
I've always wanted to ask you that question. I've never had the guts.
9 o'clock.
keep asking, but I'll give you one answer and I won't repeat it because I get bored easily. So the answer is no.
That sounds like me talking to the kids. Mine,
Sounds like you talking to me.
mine was because I tell you what, my eldest, flipping, she mithers, right? I'll say no, and she'll say, but please, but please, but please. My response to that is, did you ask me a question? Yes. Did I give you an answer? Yes. I went, we'll take it.
I'm bored. Are we
Excellent. Well, you go and I'll go, and then neither of us will be.
Good night, God bless.
Sorry? Well, there
night,
isn't a
God
God
bless.
either, but good night. I'll do Gillian.
I've remembered one more call, and I think there's a technical issue, so he plays 2 songs back to back.
Oh, gosh, that'll infuriate her.
And I think the call after... So let's find Crackling Rosie.
Differently, and
Wonderful, but it
going as you can. We're here till 1 o'clock. It's 25
it's
to
this.
midnight at the moment. I'll do Katie.
Hello, Alan.
No, it's not, and I don't know where it is, so I'm not. Or I don't know where it is, so I'm not going to spend the whole time looking through it. But go and listen to it on BBC Sounds. I got to play some adverts. If you can hold off subscribing to Twitch until Friday, Thursday or Friday, that will be so great, because we won't see a penny of it unless it's Thursday or Friday. Thanking you.
Yeah?
I'm going to buy... Oh, yeah, sure, no worries.
No, I've got little scratches all over my hands. From the kid.
Oh, Jesus. Let's open the phone lines. I want to talk to my fans.
Okay.
I'm talking to one here.
There'll be a queue.
Let's... Shut up. I had a great day yesterday. I went to Bristol. And
Did you?
I did. And
I know, because I spoke to you.
I saw my... I'm telling the fans. And I saw my 2 best friends.
Oh.
Better friends than... and I've not seen them... I know, I saw... We worked out that Simon did come last summer. I see what you're doing. For those listening to the podcast, Katherine is resting her middle finger on her face. Now she's scratching her face with the V fingers. And I think she's actually flipping me the bird and giving me the V's. Or she's got an itchy face because she's got fleas because her new cats stink.
They don't got fleas. I took them to the vet, so...
So I went to Bristol and I had get this, right? I had, 4 cheese pizza.
Is that cheese with 4 cheeses on it? Or is that 4 pizzas with cheese?
I had a 7 cheese pizza.
4 cheese pizzas.
I
Is
had
it 4 cheese
I've moved on to
pizzas or a cheese with... A
I
pizza
had
with 4
a
cheeses?
7. It's obvious. You're being dumb. You can't do it. Only I can do it. Only I can be that clever and dumb at the same time.
Maths clever.
I had
a maths joke.
I had
a
a
moke.
I had a 7. I used to buy bootlegs off a guy called Moke.
Moke.
I had a 7 cheese pizza.
Why? Why is 4 not enough for you anymore?
It was too cheesy.
Did it have any bread with it, or was it just cheese
It was a pizza.
at that point?
Dickhead. We're not
Oh,
in
it's very aggressive when we're just doing some light bants about cheesy pizza.
name 7 cheeses, says Hattie. There's mild cheddar. There's strong cheddar. There's extra strong cheddar. There's Pilgrim's Choice.
Grated cheddar.
Grated cheddar. That's 5.
It's mouldy cheddar.
There's 5 cheddars at least. Cheeses.
One
5
more
different.
What more do you want?
She wants 2 more, but that's fine.
Gorgonzola, mozzarella. The end.
That's the names of her kittens. Good morning. I've got to go in 20 minutes for a half an hour appointment.
What the hell?
Oh, he's got headphones on at last, but he's still not turned off his feed.
Well, I have now.
Well, what can I hear in the
Are
background?
you having a party?
Well, I'm in a coffee shop, so
I was going to say, what are
coffee
those
party.
pictures of boring buildings, but you're in a coffee shop. Look at your headies.
the old latte going. Can I just say, it is so nice to see you both. I don't say that often enough, and I mean it.
Thanks.
It's because I'm a fan.
What does this guy want?
He wants...
Anything,
It's nice to see you, Gattingtons.
indeed. I just wanted to see how you both were doing, because I feel like I haven't spoken to you in a while. So it's lovely to hear about Catherine's kittens.
Creekford.
Thanks.
Thank you, Hazy.
It's lovely to hear about my kittens. I know it is. It's even lovelier to give them a little smooch.
Here we go. Listen, let's speed things up. I got to go in 19 minutes. Let's speed things up. What do you want?
Well, you asked for your fans to ring in, and here I am. I'm number 10.
Fanford.
According to the card. Hold on, let me get the card out. A card that
Creepford. What's he doing?
He's got his membership card.
You are getting slated in the chat.
I don't care.
Okay, hold it over your face a bit because we can't see it. No, go to your left. That's it. There we got it.
Lord.
We got it.
So there you go. I don't care.
I need you today. You have to do it today. I need you to fill in a form. Have you got your driving license?
Yeah.
I need you to fill in a form. And I believe there is a Kate. It's not Kate, not you. Who's waiting on the cassette. My tape-to-tape deck died. So I've ordered a new one, a refurbished one from eBay. So the cassettes will go on sale again once I've got that, which I think it's coming Wednesday, and once I've ascertained it works.
But the fact that the tape deck did not survive the cursed tape should be a warning to all of you.
Says it all.
I'm afraid to listen to that audio in case of repercussions. No,
Don't listen to it.
Yeah, you're unleashing untold evil.
I was playing I'm going to show you. I was playing a great Oculus game the other day called Cubism, right? I was sat here, effing and jeffing and getting a headache. And you have like a box or a pyramid or something, and then you've got cubes that are different shape, and you've shapes, and then you've got to fill the thing. Oh, it's flipping brilliant. Cubism. That's my computer game recommendation. I can do computer.
It's the sequel Dadaism.
Dadaism.
Is that close or not?
No.
Have I done a Gafford?
Have I done a Gafford?
I like the fact that you tried it.
Yeah. Well.
Thank you, Gafford. Enjoy your life.
Latford. No?
I can never do the Fords very well. I did one. Charlie says, "Good morning, Ian. Football's coming home today. Football's coming home. So you've ordered football and it's coming to your house, because that's what the grammar there implies. Try again."
No, more than one football.
There's no link for Friday in my Patreon inbox. It may not be in your inbox. It's a post.
Regarde the page de Patreon.
Everyone I know has it. Ben, can you give me a little hint of what your email might be on Patreon, please? Just give me a hint. Don't give me the full thing. Just give me a little hint, because everyone else has got it. We've had so many. Just give me a hint, because it is post on June the 28th. At 9:40 p.m.
Lonely Mod said posts, and I got an email with it.
But there might be a problem with Ben. Ben, I need Patreon. I'm going to go to Patrons. If I find out Benjamin McFarlane, okay, let's find you, Ben. We're going to find you, buddy. Benjamin. Oh, maybe I pressed that. You're not signed up, mate. You're not signed up.
Unless it's a different name.
Have you signed up to the... Thanks. If you've signed up to the Iain Lee Patreon, that's closed down. In fact, that never had a 666 level. You're not signed up, according to our records.
Is it under Ben?
Well, he's given us the part of his email.
Oh.
So let's try Ben. Oh, there it is. Well, Jesus Christ. You've given us a completely different email. So that's not very helpful. But you are signed up. So I would check your other email that has
numbers.
That has numbers. Ben with some numbers. Ben 01. That's all I'm going to say. 01 for London. I would check there. But also, it is a post. If you go to the posts in Patreon, it will be there. But check the Ben 01.
Okay.
And also, you probably missed shed loads, because we've been spamming it.
We've been pumping.
Go and have a little look, Ben. Go and have a little look.
He's saying thank you.
No, that thank you is to when we said, because there's a delay, when we said we'd check.
Okay, I'll wait for the next thank you.
Make sure you set reminder on YouTube, guys. I don't know how to do that. I will look into that. Let me write that down. Reminder, YouTube. Oh, I saw a great thing on eBay the other day.
Oh, yeah, what?
It was a cassette. It was I don't know why I'm hitting the bell. I just did it because Hazy said it. It was a cassette of authentic racing sounds for Scare Electric.
Okay.
So let me just see if it's on.
Have you got a Scale Electric? You haven't.
No, Scare Electric. I wonder if it's on. Yeah, it's in my Google account. Oh, Ben. But this is the treatment you will get if you sign up to a Patreon. You get the personal treatment. You get the personal not that personal. Scare Electric racing sounds. I wonder if it's on. No, isn't that funny? That's not been Racing Sounds tape. That's not been uploaded, so we can't help you with that. We're below. That's great.
I think there's some confusion going on.
I think there's a little bit of confusion going on, guys. I feel a little bit nauseous, but we've got to do 6 hours today and tomorrow. Not together, but in total.
Uh-huh.
Did you enjoy your pizza on Friday?
Oh, so good.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It was great.
It was salty.
We watched some crap on telly.
Pizza.
And we had pizza.
And then the following day, I drove to Wales and back.
Oh, and you had an incident.
I had numerous incidents.
She got a flat tyre in Wales like an idiot.
I had a blowout on the M4.
What? That's dangerous.
I know it is.
Gillian Tailforth.
No. I was in the car with the kids. 2 kittens, for heaven's sake. It's a time and a place for
Blowouts.
Gillian.
She was, and I have to say, her partner had a stomach ache and she was just rubbing it with her head.
Yeah. Kissing it better. And so, yeah, we went, picked up the kittens, had a lovely cup of tea with the couple who had had them. They hadn't had them. It was a cat that had the kittens, but they owned the cat. Oh, hi, Alistair.
Morning, Catherine. Congratulations on the kittens.
Thank
you. They look
you.
marvellous.
They are marvellous. It's so lovely. I mean, they bring great joy. Also great tension, Alistair. As you know, Willow, my older cat, is not a fan. Yet.
I think you're going to have a word.
Yeah. Well, I have had numerous words, especially after she did a dirty protest on my bed.
Craig, do we set the reminder or do the fans set the reminder? That's the question. By the way, great news. GB News has dropped below Publicum. It's dropped below Publicum in terms of viewership. Unlucky. And Andrew Neil's left.
Has he left or has he gone?
He's taking a break. It's only been only 2 weeks.
He's taking a break, but he already lives in France. So what he's done is just turned his Zoom off.
He's taking a break. The fans can. Thank you, Matty. Alistair, welcome.
Ian, so I rang now because are you really going for a psycho appointment in 10 minutes?
Am I really going what?
A psychiatric appointment.
Yes, I am.
Just
because just a few pointers for you.
Thank you.
Well, the thing is that I'm not happy with the way he's been treating you.
Oh.
Wow. Controversial. Please tell me.
He caused you to be nauseous. That's not right. Because, So, all I'm saying is make sure he gets the full picture.
Oh, I'm gonna give him a mouthful. I'm gonna put him and his years of medical training in his goddamn place. I'm gonna go. You're probably gonna hear it. Actually, you might have to mute the microphones. I'm gonna be upstairs. You goddamn piece of trash, making me one of my friend Alistair is concerned about me, and when he gets concerned, I get concerned. I'm gonna. You're a piece of trash, etc., etc. But piece of trash is going to be said quite a lot to this guy who saved my life.
Yeah. Give him both barrels, I would say. In a polite way. But
Yep. My pleasure.
Anyway, enjoy the rest of the day, everybody.
That is an order.
That is an order. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. What do you want to do?
When
I go
with
upstairs.
my life.
Do you want to read Chat's Fate, which I believe is there?
I was going to tell you about my weekend.
Well,
I was going to tell him the story, the saga.
Well, what I'm saying, no, but please, I am going in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to do then? Because despite me offering, then asking, and then insisting at various points over the last 12 months, you haven't learned how to run this desk. So you're limited. And you know it. She knows it. I knows it. And the fans knows it. Right? So what do you want? What would you like? How can I help you? What would you like me to set up for you? So that people don't realise I'm the talent.
Wow. You said it.
I said it. Well, I say it all the time. I mean,
but I don't normally think you mean it. But this
I
time I
don't
think
mean
it's
it. Of
actually
course I mean it.
It's actually meant. What?
Would you...
I'll be fine. I'll just talk to him.
Would you like me to set up the best of?
Why? Right. Let me.
Do you know how to answer phone calls?
I'll probably work it out.
Billy Big Dick. Billy Big Dick says, talk down to her some more, big man. Says someone called Billy Big Dick.
We do
and
have,
with ones as the eyes.
We do have one rule, unfortunately, on this stream, and unfortunately,
don't be a Billy.
Oh, so I think I'll be all right. I think I'll be fine. So yeah, that was one message. That's where he came in. I would say he came in strong, but I'm a grown-up calling themselves Billy Big Dick and misjudging the room.
You don't get someone called,
so much.
You don't get someone called Valerie Vagina.
We will now. Well done.
Tweety Bird says, can we time Tweety Bird out, please? I'm not even going to read that. Well, I'm going to read it. I'm looking forward to Katherine being able to finish a sentence. You can finish sentences.
Eventually.
I let her speak. I let her speak as often as I see fit. Right? So don't question that.
No, I think I'll be fine. So, do you want to go? When are you going?
David Turner says, I'm Sammy Smalldick. Now David is my...
How are your balls, though?
Well, this is it. They're not good.
Oh, no.
But he said it in a Patreon-only podcast. So I'm not going to...
it's private business.
It's private business, right? But David is my inspiration. I spoke to the doctor yesterday about the blood test and getting my meds prescription because it was getting close. And she very kindly phoned up and said, we've sorted it out. Your meds will be there today, right? And I said, okay. I forgot to tell you this. Never make a joke with a doctor. They don't like it.
What joke was it?
It was a female doctor, and she's my doctor, and she's great. David Turner's
Did you have your trousers down when you made the joke?
I was driving, so yes. David Turner's balls have gone septic.
Have you got to have them off?
He can't. He can't have it. Oh, have them off. Sorry. His balls have gone septic. You know it's so painful and no one else's was painful? It's because they muffed it up and he's got to go and...
And that's because you were being casual.
Yeah.
And jogged him.
So I'm driving along and my doctor phones up and says, Iain, just to let you know, the blood tests are great. I've rushed the meds. They should be there on Tuesday. Fantastic. Thank you. I said, by the way, my good friend David Turner's has had a vasectomy and I'd like to get a vasectomy.
And did she go, let me just check my notes. Oh, yeah, we all know about David Turner.
She said, I can't tell you how long it takes because I don't really know. What I have to do is I have to refer you to the clinic, which I'm happy to do now, and they will talk you through the process. And they'll also just, go through the Dolly Bird questions that David... They'll also make sure... I said, well, I've been thinking about it for a year, so I kind of know the ramifications, but yes, of course I do that. So she's going to put me on the thing. Except the phrase she used was, I'll get the ball rolling.
No.
She said it twice. The first time I'm giggling in the car. The second time I went, well, that's an inappropriate phrase. And then she went, oh, well, no, she said, I wasn't making a pun or a joke or anything. I wasn't making a pun or a joke or anything. I said, no, African was. Piece of trash. Look at that, David. That's David's pained face because of his septic testes.
Septic?
What is it? What is it then?
Have you got toxic testicles?
He's got ball ache.
As
of his listeners.
They don't know yet, right? But they think it was a little bit of internal bleeding. But
so when you spaff, is it red or white?
Oh, for God's sake!
I'll send you pictures later.
Okay.
It is the. I've got to go and get an ultrasound on them today.
By the way, Mandy says toxicals. You've got to have an ultrasound. So what? You just
they got to put that little goo on it and stuff.
Oh, you lucky boy. That's like lube. I've got some you can borrow if you want.
Not much.
No, that's all right. I'll just slip the nurse a tenner when I go later.
Okay, so please don't demean our nurses. They've kept this country running. So
Wow.
that's...
Beastie Boy says that is the face of a man with a poisoned peen.
Yep.
It's all right. No, it doesn't hurt or anything.
Do I need to suck the poison out? Can I please suck the poison out?
There's no poison in there. But if you could, if there was, you could.
We're joking, but in all seriousness, you might lose your bollocks. I don't know if you've considered this. You might also die. So
I hadn't considered.
Or you might, or
You should
there's a
consider
third
it.
option.
Yeah.
You might be the subject of a Channel 5 documentary.
Oh yeah, Dr. Christian will come and look at your balls.
Yeah, or make you
What's this
special
doc- I don't
trousers
know
to
what this
accommodate the
documentary
extra
is. What
leg.
is it?
What?
What is it? What's the documentary?
The
I don't even
man
know what that
who
is.
died of toxic balls.
The man with the balls that turned into a space hopper.
So I could be famous then, finally. I could be on the telly. I could be on the
Only
telly.
if they get to the size where they've got to winch you out via the roof.
Let's be serious for a minute because I have to go and Catherine doesn't know how to turn off Skype calls.
I do.
You do, but you'll show all of the phone numbers. You'll dox everyone.
I'll go. Oh, this is what I would do.
Have you? Well, I want to talk to this
Wait
guy.
a minute, just let me go.
I've
I'll
got to go.
like that, and then I would cut him off.
Okay.
Would that be correct?
Seriously, how
Have
you
I
feel?
just done it?
I
Is
want
that
to get
disappointing
serious
to you?
before I go.
Is that disappointing to you that I just did it fine?
Yes. Seriously, David, we've done the jokes.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it? Are you worried?
No.
Oh, and then we'll do more
That's
jokes.
disappointing.
Okay.
You're not worried about it?
No. I'll be all right. It doesn't hurt or anything. So I just got to go and get this. It's like ticking some boxes off, and then.
Oh, they tick the
should be
box
all
as
right.
well. Okay, I didn't realise it was both ends. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, another one.
Why am I... He called me the enemy of the computer game show. Yeah. The enemy. It's not like one of the enemies. The enemy of the computer game show.
Yeah.
His podcast.
Wow.
Two reasons.
That's hurtful.
Reason one, you tried to stitch me up by going, "Hey mate, do you want to play some online games? Trying to get me online when I'm supposed to be offline.
I did try to stitch him up. That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Number two,
yes,
you told people that I was in your Twitch channel when I wasn't. Why would you do? Why would you do that?
I think you were, David. I think you were. I think you were, David. I think you were. I think David was. We'll end the call there because I've got to go. But he's always 5 minutes late, so it's great.
What are you going to do? Sit upstairs and just like...
I'm gonna get mentally fixed.
Oh, God! Why did you leave that down here?
What's wrong?
I heard you fart. You went up the stairs. Like directly in my nose line.
Goodbye.
Okay, well, this is fine. This is okay. I'm going to do this. I know, big boy. He makes a massive fuss about it. I'm the only one who can work the buttons. Oh, Kath doesn't know what to do. I was watching him. I'm not stupid. But if you don't phone, that's fine. Right, so here we go. We can, if you want to ask me anything while he's gone, and you'd like to hear a full sentence from me, then now is the time. Hi, everyone. Hi. I'm going to put his chair down a bit. Right, so here's what happened at the weekend, I'll tell you. I'm going to put his chair down. This is a high chair. My feet aren't touching the floor. But that's not a massive deal. Right. So this weekend, I packed up my two daughters and a kitten carrier, and we drove all the way to Wales, because that's where I'd found someone who had some little kittens. I was originally only going to get one, but I'm a soft touch. Also, you know that things have been tricky and life has been tough and the kids have had very little to look forward to. So we had this kitten that we were going to get. Yes, I did, David Turner's. I packed them up. And maybe if you'd have packed yours up in a more sanitary manner, you wouldn't be going to get them scanned. Anyway, so we drove all the way and it was lovely. And despite the fact that my dad, I think Iain, a number of people had said, I can drive you if you want. It was to Swansea we drove. It was great. I was really looking forward to it. I think the fact that we've been in lockdown and then, the world got kind of small, I was really looking forward to just driving somewhere else. So, yeah, we drove all the way there, and it was great, and it was fun, and we stopped for KFC, and that was a big treat, and then we finally got there. I think it took us about 4 hours. Matty Steve-O, yeah, I can put the mic a bit closer. I don't know why he has it so far down. So, we got there. They were lovely. There was a moment where I thought, God, I've been in negotiation with this person. What if they're not real? What if they're not real? Because we've pinned an awful lot on picking up 2 little kittens today. I've got 2 girls here fizzing with excitement. They've been counting down for since before the kittens were born. And so this is really exciting. As I knocked on the door, there was a sinking feeling of, this could go horribly wrong, but it didn't. So Karen and David were the people we met. And they invited us in. They made us a cup of tea. They made us feel really welcome. We had a lovely chat. We watched the kittens playing. We saw their mum, who looked absolutely knackered. Poor love. I think they were the last ones to go. She'd had 7. It was her first litter. So we put the kittens in the carrier. We said our goodbyes, and off we went. 20 minutes down the road, my warning light goes on that I need to pump up the tyres. Except just as that warning light went on, there was also a noise that went too late for pumping up the tyres. There was very little tyre to pump up anymore. So I managed to get over to the hard shoulder. I got the kids behind the barrier and called the AA, which thank God, because I think during lockdown it had lapsed. But because I knew I was going to be driving all that way on my own, and other people had made such a bloody fuss about me going all that way on your own, despite the fact that I've been driving those kids to Manchester and back since they were babies, and I'm perfectly fine doing it. In fact, it's nice to have control of the radio. So anyway, we pulled onto the side of to the hard shoulder. We were right near the exit for, I think it was like junction 40, might be in 49. It's in the 40s, 45 or 49 of the M4. And phoned the AA, and they gave us an hour, right? An hour. You might have to wait to be picked up. And I checked on the sort of update thing, and it said, oh, and you have a spare tyre in your car. Of course I didn't have a spare tyre in the car. No one has spare tyres anymore, right? They don't come as standard. So I had to ring them back. No, I haven't got a spare tyre. Okay, no problem. We're going to send someone over from Millbrook Garage, which was nearby in Swansea. But it might take an hour. So the kids one of them is perfectly calm. The older one's perfectly calm. We're standing at the side of a really busy road. The kittens are meow, meow. My youngest is, I think they're going to die. I mean, she's always been quite extra, my youngest, but yeah, I think they're going to die of fright was one. And I was like, well, we just need to calm down. Look at me. Am I freaking out? No, I'll tell you why, because I've been here before. This is all going to be fine. I've phoned the right people. We're just going to have to wait. And we're really lucky. The sun is out. You know, it's not a rainy day. It's not a cold day. If we stay behind this barrier, we'll be fine. Highways Agency turned up. Welsh Highways Agency guy got out of the car and came over to check we're all right, praised us for being behind the barrier, because of course, I mean, God, I used to be a local reporter. I've reported on some bloody awful accidents on the hard shoulder, so I knew better than to have us standing anywhere near the car, so we were behind the barrier. So praised us for being there, said if there'd been an extra adult, he would have taken me and the girls to, somewhere safe and let them wait with the car, or vice versa. Someone else could have, the other adult could have gone with the kids. But I had to stay. So what they said was, because we don't want to, we want to keep an eye on you, we're going to stay over here. We'll park up behind your car so that if anything, we'll be a block for that. And they were great. They waited until the guy from Millbrook Garage arrived, and it was within about 15 minutes, because there's nothing worse, right, that when you've got a little and freaking out, having to say, I don't know how long this is going to take. I know, big boy. So he turned up, Dean from Millbrook Garage. What a flipping legend he was. Got the car onto the back of his tow truck, asked me what the plan was. I said, I really need a tyre. Now, here's the thing, and you'll know this if you live in Swansea, right? Because apparently this is a thing. The garages in Swansea don't do tyres, right? The places to get tyres close down on a Saturday. Now, bear in mind, it was match day. I imagine there was a little bit of early closing going on, but he said to me that it's a weird thing that, there are a limited number of places we can go to. There are places where they'll charge you a fortune for a call out. I don't want to incur that if I can avoid it. He drove us around trying to find somewhere. And he made the kids feel safe. The kittens calmed down. It was all good. I felt like someone was going to help us out. No, they don't come with a spare. They come with, if you're lucky, they'll come with something, I think is it called a spacer? Which might get you to the nearest garage. And also there are some places that come with with like foam that you can put into a tyre that is not completely blown. So I didn't have any of that stuff. I've got like the nuts. Sorry, David, again. The nuts in the back of the wheel unlocker things, but that's kind of it. So anyway, he took us and he found us somewhere. He drove past a place. Here's the thing. He drove past a place that had a big queue outside it. And it was like one of these sort of outdoor, like the old-fashioned outdoor garages. And there was a queue, and he said, and please forgive the Welsh accent, but the way he said it was so delightful. He said, I'm not going to take you by you. I'd rather drive you to England myself. Because he said they use like part warns, and he said there'd been a number of accidents he's been to where he's traced it back. It's been traced back to having tyres from there. So he didn't take us there. Again, I would have called in there. I don't know. I don't know that area. It looked like, a decent place. There's a load of people outside, but apparently not the place to go to. So in the end, he took us to Quick Fit. He said, let me go in there and sort things out for you. Came back out, and he'd managed to get them down to the price that he pays from his company. So it cost me 60 quid for a new tyre. 60 quid. 60 quid. And with that, he was so good. I said to him, what's your name? He said, my name's Dean. I said, listen, if we were allowed, I would shake your hand. You've been so good. And, I'm trying to do this thing of, everything's fine, kids. This is fine. And I'm thinking, this might not be fine. I might have to book us into a travel tavern or something. I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know how many travel taverns will take very small kittens. We might have to hide them. But in the end, that didn't happen. So, we got on our way and we drove home, and it was fine. And the next big drama, of course, is when you get home. Yeah, so anyway, if you're in Swansea and Dean from Millbrook Garage, he's brilliant. He's just brilliant. What a nice fella. Made us feel really safe, and he did us proud. He was really kind, and he didn't need to do that. He said he'd had a really busy day. It'd been nuts. Sorry again, David. He sorted us out a treat. It was great. So we got home, and then of course that was the drama that I was not anticipating. The one I was anticipating was what happens when we get home and I've got a 2-year-old, quite grumpy already cat, who is not expecting us to come through the door with 2 kittens that, to be honest, smell a bit weird. I don't know what it is. If you've had new kittens, you'll know this. There's like a sort of musty smell with them until they get kind of the musty smell from my house, I imagine. But until they get sort of settled, I don't know whether it comes from the mum or the hormones they're pumping out, because they've not been done yet. But yeah, they smell funny. So we walked through the door and Willow was there. And this is the problem, right? I've been watching Jackson Galaxy, the cat whisperer. Everything he says is, do not let them lock eyes with each other for the first week or so. What you want to do is get them behind a shut door, a locked door, isolate the 2 parties and let them gradually get to know each other. And then you kind of gradually raise maybe a barrier. Or he suggests you put a screen door in, for God's sake, as if a baby gate or something with a cover over it. And you're not supposed to let them just go at it. Some people do that, and I don't know. I wouldn't feel right doing that. And he has put the fear of God of such a thing in me. So what I did instead is I got this like a cat, what would you call it? Like a playpen that's got, you can unzip the front, you can unzip the top, but basically you put the cats in there and they are safe from each other. It was suggested by someone I know who fosters cats that I should put like a throw over the back so that they had a kind of somewhere cozy and enclosed and darker to retreat to, and then the front they can trot to the front when they're ready to interact, or they want to have a nosy, which is fair enough. Anyway, so I put them in there. Willow was furious. Obviously, she'd been inside all day as well, because I don't like her to be out when I'm not there. Is that weird? Maybe that's me again in my state of trying to look after everyone. But yeah, I don't let the cat go out if I'm not there. Basically, when she was younger, she fell in the water but once, and ever since then, I just don't trust her to look after herself. Thankfully, I heard her shouting, and I managed to get her out, and there wasn't very much water in there. And also, I put a flea in the ear of the person who didn't properly lock the water butt lid. But anyway, I just don't like her being out when I'm not there, even though she's 2 years old. Anyway, she'd been in all day, so she was furious. I let her go out thinking, this is the part where she might never come back. She did. But she did not want to be downstairs. Normally, her bowl is in the kitchen, and I have the door open because there's a litter box in there as well, which I clear out straight away. So there's no poo in the kitchen for more than a couple of seconds before it gets whipped out. But she didn't want to be there because she could see the kitten enclosure from there. She doesn't want them in the eye line. So I kind of respected the fact that she went up to my room and wanted to hang out there. So she was sitting on my bed and just sort of sulking for the rest of the evening. And she was sulking there for the rest of the day. And so I just thought, she'll either come around or she won't. What I didn't factor in was the fact that when I left her up there for late morning, she did a dump on the end of my bed. Yeah. So I had a word. Hello, George. Another cat there. So I had a word again with my friend who does the cat fostering, and she said, yeah, stick a litter tray up there. The reason is it wasn't a dirty protest. It felt like one. It felt like a real, it felt like a real statement. But it was just because she didn't want to go downstairs and she didn't want to go past the cats. So there was a litter box in my bedroom as well. And I'm going to keep that there. I know, Nelly. So I've got an extra box. There's one downstairs. I put her one upstairs. I brought her food up. I made sure she had loads of treats. I played with her with the old cat fishing rod for ages. I'm just trying to make her feel a bit more secure. Although, of course, everything that you do that is different from the norm feels like it might throw them off kilter. But, if the alternative is having a steamer on the end of your duvet, I'm going to throw her a little bit off kilter, because otherwise she's going to throw me off kilter. I don't really like living in a house where, there might be a landmine at any point. One of the kittens is male, Hattie. One is female. We were going to get just the female, but in the end, I succumbed and said we'd get the little brother as well, because he was the last one that would be left. So anyway, there's a litter tray upstairs, which I don't like the idea of, but it's better than the alternative. And there's one downstairs, and there is a little bit of food downstairs as well. And I put her main bowl upstairs in my room where she felt safe, and that seems to have done the trick. Actually, yesterday and Sunday, she started to chill out a bit more. She would come downstairs, get in the eye line of the kitten enclosure, and there would be hissing and spitting like I have never heard before. Actually, I have heard it once when a cat came to the back window and she was like, so there was that. But it seems to be subsiding. And also she's eating more from downstairs. So I've put her main bowls downstairs, and I've switched the one that's got a few biscuits in to the upstairs one. I'm keeping the litter tray upstairs for a while, and let's see if that's the way to do it. This isn't the ideal way, of course. I wish I did have a house where I could have, separated them more and let them have more space from each other. But there it goes. There's so much advice online though, and and a lot of it is really confusing. There are some people who go, they're animals, it's going to be unpleasant, let them sort themselves out. And there are other people like Jackson Galaxy who I actually kind of believe a little bit more. And who's this now? And I am hopeful that whatever happens, it seems to be a little bit of progress each day. And yeah, she does need to let the kittens know that she's the boss. I have to allow her. This is one thing she did the other day. They were asleep in the enclosure. She went right up to the door, hissed and spit at them, and then went out. And I sort of said to her, "Oh, tough guy, is it? Shouting at sleeping babies." But she's asserting herself, and I have to allow that to happen. And for her to feel secure, she has to know that they know she's boss. I don't think they care at this point. They just want to play with her. Every time she looks at them, they kind of are anticipating play. She caught one of them underneath the sofa the other day. And I kind of resisted the urge to scoop up straight away. There was just a standoff, like there's just this locking of eyes. And then it was over. Each time it happens, it kind of reminds me of, and I know that I'm thinking of this like a human being and they're animals, right? But it's something that I've kind of realised is true recently with what's been going on at home, is that you don't get improvement without rupture. It's rupture and repair, right? So unfortunately, us bringing these extra things into the house upsets her balance. But each time she comes in, each time she deals with her fury that they're there, each time she realises that she's still going to get played with, she's still going to get food and water, she's still going to get let out, she can still have the run of the garden, she can come back in, they're not doing anything to her. Each time that happens, she gets a little bit more secure. What I can't do is protect her from it. What I can't do is, well, the only way of protecting her from it is for me to have not done it. And that, you know, I guess that was a suggestion. That was something I could have done. But each time that happens, we move on a little bit more. And I don't expect it to all be roses. I know that there'll be probably scraps, and when the kittens come out of the enclosure and when they are just allowed to do their thing in her orbit, there'll probably be a few bats. But she needs to do that. They need to get a hierarchy going, and they need to have a pecking order. I'd be really interested to know how it goes. Because here's the thing, right? I've got these two kittens, and the way their characters were discussed before I picked them up was Yoko, who is the littlest. She's the one with the yellow collar. Yoko is shy and timid, but also kind of watches the others and follows once she's seen things are safe. You know, she's a weigher-upper of things, whereas Yoshi is a mentalist. You know, he'll just plough in. It's not what I found, actually. Yoko's the leader. Yoko's the one who managed to work out that she could climb up and out of the enclosure if you left the thing open. She's quite daring. And also, as you saw if you caught the cat wrestling section earlier on, she's the one that really does get stuck in when they wrestle. She really does. And I think he's actually more nervous. He's the one that does all the shouting. And he's the one who wants the cuddles more. I think he's... I think they're fascinating, and like I say, I've not really watched telly all weekend because I just love watching these little beings, you know, live their lives. How did I pick their names? Okay, so I always wanted a Yoko, but when we got Willow, she didn't look like a Yoko, and we got her around Halloween, so we decided we wanted sort of a witchy name. So Willow. Kind of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer thing, but also the fact that, you know, it's kind of more of a spooky tree, if you know what I mean. So that's how we came to that one. But I always really wanted a Yoko. That would be Mum's cat, you know. That would be the cat that follows you around. And I'm sure there's more to Yoko Ono than following John around, but, you know, the idea that's always present, that kind of reassuring character who was always there. And a little bit bonkers. So that's why I wanted a Yoko. And then when we decided we were going to have the brother as well, Yoshi is... we wanted sort of names that sort of went together. They wouldn't let me have John because we've got a next door neighbour called John. And if I shouted that, we might get what we bargained for over the fence. But I did quite like the idea of having a cat called John, but I wasn't allowed. That was vetoed. So we got Yoshi instead. Yoshi being, you know, the guy from... Mario, that's my little youngest's favourite. Willow is beautiful, but she's got this resting face that just looks permanently furious. I find her hilarious because even in the moments where I know she's blissfully happy and she's purring, she looks furious. But we've all got a friend like that, haven't we? And I often find that people like that, grumpy people, are more satisfying to win round. Vipal says, my cat wasn't happy when I brought my son home for the first time, pretty much moved out, but as each day went by, she slowly moved back in. And now it's just, what's BAU? Bow, all happy. Yeah. I'm hoping that will happen. I am not expecting it to happen anytime soon. I'm seeing every little move. Business as usual. Thanks very much. I am not expecting great strides, but I'm celebrating the small victories, and that's the way we're doing it. I will love it, though, when I don't have to keep an eye out. It feels a little bit like when she goes out, I say, all right, kids, now's the time to run around and be free. But, I'm sure that things will change. And also, what I've noticed is this. They've been playing downstairs because I've thought she was asleep on my bed upstairs. And you look, and there's a little shadow sitting at the top of the stairs watching them play. So, again, with that, I think that I make up that she's watching them, seeing that they're not a threat, maybe working out that they're babies. I mean, they are much smaller than her. Will she know? Will she remember? Because obviously, probably by this point, she thinks that does she think she's a person? I don't know. It's very hard to tell. And as I say, her face is quite inscrutable. It's hard to know. It's hard to be able to read her. But there we go. Greedo says, sorry, Kath, missed a bit at work. I know, isn't it inconvenient? But our cats hissed for ages and now they sit together in the garden, on neighbours' roofs, all sorts. All right, cool. That gives me hope. That gives me a lot of hope. Actually, any of your stories about this would be really helpful at this point, because I am flying blind. I went from having one cat and being kind of a newbie at cat ownership to now having 3 and having to negotiate this kind of uneasy piece. But I think it's going to be all right. And as I left today, I sort of was watching the situation. Willow came in. She's getting closer to the enclosure, but she's not spitting anymore. So let's hope. And I suspect what will happen is at some point the female cats will gang up against the boy. I suspect that might happen. I remember when Iain had the 2 kittens here and George came home, and obviously he was still intact. He hadn't had his operation yet. The female cats really took against him because I guess he's kicking out. I think he's kicking out, hormones and pheromones and stuff. Is this live? Because the caption says TLNA is live. Show starts properly at 8 p.m. So please enjoy this screening of the 12-hour special from a few months back. Oh, blimey. Well, this is live. Sorry for the confusion. The administration has not been done, and the person who does the administration is going to get a kick up the ass as soon as he comes downstairs from chatting to his psychiatrist rather. So it is live. Clear line. Thank you for joining us. You are very, very welcome. Adam says, I've got a cat called Cat, as he adopted us and we didn't plan to keep him. In the end, he wasn't chipped and we could never find the owner. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Or maybe there was no owner. You never know, do you? I do wonder about Big Boy, who lives here now, who's a stray and just turned up and made himself known. My God, I've never heard such a loud cat. He used to stand outside the window shouting, but then also be quite aggressive, and he was a worry and frightening. And, he used to be this kind of really dark presence at the edge of everything. I've got a really itchy foot. What does that mean? It's clean. I did have a shower this morning and I did wash my feet. But now he's like a dog. Where is he? There he is. Hello, Big Boy. Silence, because cats don't do what you want them to do they? So, yeah. Okay. No or yes? Okay? Yeah. Come on then. You coming up? This is a chunky boy. You coming? There we go. There's Big Boy. I don't know if you can see him. I would never have dreamed of being this free and easy with Big Boy when we first met, because he was terrifying. Really hello, darling. Really fierce and unpredictable and swipey and growly, and the other cats were terrified of him as well. But now look at him, he's like a dog. Every now and again I sort of have to pinch myself that it's Big Boy sitting on my lap. And he's called Big Boy because he was the biggest cat we'd ever seen, until we met Bigger Boy, who looks just like Big Boy, is still wild and enormous. And they seem to know each other. Here's another thing. I'm sorry this is very cat heavy. I'm not sorry this is cat heavy. There are other streams if you're not into cats. But when they see each other through the glass, because we don't let Bigger Boy in because Bigger Boy is absolutely wild, right? There's this kind of weird talking to each other. And he makes a noise that I don't hear him make at any other point. Are you all right, Big Boy? How's your day? Oh, he's so good. He's so good. And this cat is all down to patience from Iain. Been really kind to him. He had him in the living room, sort of isolated from the other cats for weeks and weeks, and then when he let him out, he didn't come back, and we thought that was the end of that. Then he came back, and he seemed to have had a little word with himself, and he wanted to be everyone's dog. Is there a link between large cats and wild? They always seem bigger. Adam, I think that it's because he didn't get neutered when he was tiny. You know, Toms grow massive, don't they? Also, he's been eating some stuff. I mean, a diet of rats. And Big Boy, I often think about you living in a bush and wonder how you managed, because you're such a big softie now. But there we have it. Yeah, he was under the sofa for ages, la la Lulu. In other news, the eyeliner wing stamp is everything. Thank you. Yeah, I found with mine that you've got to experiment a bit with the positioning, and if you get it a bit too high, you look unhinged. I mean, that might be the look you're going for, but, you know, I'm still experimenting with the possibilities. But, yeah, it's really good, isn't it? I found it really good. What else we go? Let's have a look and see what else you're asking, because I've not been looking at the chat as much as I should. Yoshi is the coolest character of all time. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. I will tell him. But, yeah, so... He asked me anything at this point. I know I've been wanging on a lot, especially about cats, but we get such limited time when it's just you and me. So if you wanted to ask me anything without his master's voice, I can't guarantee you'll get it without Big Boy's voice, but now is the time. Can't remember how to do eye makeup. Lockdown made me let that go. Yeah, Live Machine, I hear you. A lot of people got into skincare instead, didn't they? Because there was no point getting made up, but you could sort of pamper yourself in a different way. That Caroline Hiron's book is brilliant, by the way. If you ever want stuff explaining, because there's so many things at the moment being peddled as being absolutely necessary, and you don't really need it all. Is there a possibility Big Boy and Bigger Boy are related? I think there's a really strong possibility they're related. They look like mirror images of each other, except Bigger Boy is massive, like massive, to the point where we're not sure that she's not bigger girl and quite pregnant, but she seems to have been pregnant forever in a kind of Sarah Beanie kind of way. Kath, will you ever do a TLNA radio show on your own like Iain does? Potentially. It's tricky because I have the kids at the weekend, and, you know, the same reason I've not been able to isolate the kittens, I've not been able to isolate myself from the children. So it's tricky to do it without their input. But maybe actually we just stop fighting that and have their input. I also am aware of not wanting to foist my kids on everyone else. But there we go. Simple question, how are you? I'm really good. For the first time in a long time, I can say that honestly, that having said the unsayable and sorted things out that had been left to sort of freewheel for a long time, I've had moments of actual happiness this weekend, like prolonged moments of happiness, and that have not been about me making other people happy and getting joy from that, and also being distracted from my own sadness, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's been joyful. There have been moments where, like, for example, on Sunday night, oh no, it wasn't Sunday night, it was last night, I had one of the kittens asleep on me, and I was watching the TV, and my other daughter had one of the kittens on her lap, and I went, this is living, isn't it? This is living. And even all the stuff like standing at the side of the M4 with the kids, being in the car when they'd thrown bloody popcorn chicken everywhere because I'd gone around a corner rather faster than they were anticipating. All that stuff, right? I said to the girls, this is living, you know. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff, and we're doing stupid thing, right? Getting 2 kittens is absolutely insane. We're doing a really stupid thing because it's fun. And I felt alive. I felt like I was... Yeah, that's right, Hazy. I felt like I was living. I felt like I was living rather than hanging on for the moment when I was allowed to. And I can't tell you how freeing it is to say it. And it's really hard, and it's really terrifying because as human beings, we always kind of weigh up whether it's worth going there. Is it going to be worth the cost of when I've said this out loud and can't take it back, right? You kind of work out but what you forget about is the cost of not saying it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm all right.
Didn't give you permission to sit in that chair. That's ill-mannered.
This is a really comfy chair.
I know, mate.
That one's gone quite flat around my bum area, but I recognise that I've given it quite the pummelling.
600 quid chair.
One day.
You can only dream of owning a chair like this.
Thank you for your company, by the way, everyone. That was fun.
Hang on a second. Let's do this. Let's get this right.
I know, I was going to say, I've done this before, you know.
These are your headies that I'm wearing.
I think these are yours. They've got like extra...
Oh, no, those are yours because this one's got the clip on it.
All right,
Mine hasn't got a
stop
clip
complaining.
on.
Maybe your ears have shrunk.
Going to play some ads, guys. To avoid the ads, sub. But please don't, if you can avoid it, don't sub to Twitter until Thursday or Friday. Because if you sub today, we won't get a penny of it. If you sub Thursday and Friday, we get some pennies from it. So if you can avoid it, but otherwise, if you can't avoid it, that's groovy as well. It's all groovy. This is the thing. That's all groovy. How many subs to get Kath a posh chair? We were offered another one of these, and Katherine turned it down.
No, there wasn't room. You said there wasn't room.
You
said there wasn't room. You said there wasn't room, so I got a small one. It's all good.
I got some great news.
Go on.
I'm definitely ADHD.
I've got some news for you.
Yeah.
That's not news.
I filled in a form, right, eventually. So we're talking about the bipolar, and we're just going to up the lamotrigine just a little bit. But
what will that do?
It'll make me happier. No, it won't. It just because I told him about, I had a couple of days the other week where I was...
Yeah, frighteningly so.
Yeah, told him all of that. So that's that. And then I said, did you get a chance to read the ADHD assessment form I filled in? And he went, yes, there was a lot going on in there, wasn't there? I ticked every freaking box. Every box. Literally, I ticked every box, apart from a couple. And...
they were the trick questions.
Mm-hmm. And I'm starting on some meds.
Okay.
It's not one of the amphetamine-based ones. Apparently, it's tricky to kind of get like NHS funding for some of these things. But you have to follow a certain path. So you have to
Big boy.
take certain drug first, and if that doesn't work, then you go on to another one, and then the GP hopefully picks up the funding of it because apparently it's quite expensive. But so I can't remember what drug it is. But
you'll be taking it.
I will be taking it, and it's a slow release drug. You don't have to take it every day. It's not cumulative. You just take it on the days when you've got work to do, and
do you have to put it up your bum?
You don't put it up your bum.
Can you though?
Could you do it for me? And it just suddenly goes.
Oh, nice.
I am focused robot.
No, I totally disagree with sex with a robot.
I missed it.
So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
That's good. Didn't hear any shouting while you were letting him have it.
Oh, soundproof bedroom.
Okay.
For obvious reasons. So I'm excited. So that's great. We got 250 of you here, and that is great because when we had thousands, it was all fake. Oh God! I tell you, I saw the saddest thing the other day on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because I was watching Jimbo's channel, and I thought I just want to check out a theory that I've got, right? And I went to the beaches and hot tubs channel.
Checking out the theory, just for research. Just read the articles.
And because I had an idea, because we all know about Amaranth, who's got like 14,000 viewers. And I thought, I wonder if there are people with significantly less than that. And I don't remember the name, so I'm not going to say it, but I saw a young girl, young 20s, doing all of that stick, bikini bottoms yanked up her ass, for 50 viewers. For 50 viewers. And I don't know, maybe this is patronising. But I thought, God, that's really sad. That's really sad. And I didn't watch for long. I found it actually quite distasteful. I found it really sad that there was, an attractive young woman doing that. I think there were 54 people there. And we all know about the Amaranths and all of that are getting the tens of thousands. And it just occurred to me, I wonder if there are people, that are kind of scraping for audience. We know it happens with gaming. We know it happens with chat streams. I wonder if it's the same for that. And it was. And there were a few. And it broke my heart.
I'm assuming that the aim is to translate that audience into like OnlyFans money.
I didn't see a link for OnlyFans.
Wow, okay.
I could be wrong. I don't even remember her name, and I would struggle to find her again. But I didn't see a link for OnlyFans. I saw it set up as Pete. I gave out some gifted subs to Jimbo Stream because he was doing the raid Shadow of Legends, and I couldn't download it, so I gave out some subs. It was just a normal Twitch page with donate and all of that stuff, and I just thought, my God, all of the attention is focused on the two that got suspended, and I think that Amaranth's doing something different now. That's the last time I say her name, because she doesn't need it. All the attention is focused on those, the 11,000s, the 14,000s.
But all the people they inspire.
All the people they inspire. Hey, listen, this young woman, I'm not going to tell her, I would never tell her what to do. I'm a 48-year-old man. She looked like she was having a great time. And if she was, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. But I just know that you've got young girls and I've got young boys, and it broke my heart. Also, if you go to that big channel, the chances of your message getting read are slimmer. The chances of your message being acknowledged in a channel that's got 54 viewers, well, it almost definitely is. And also the chances of her seeing that message is she definitely will,
Yeah.
So if you go in there and you write something obscene, she'll see it. It doesn't excuse saying it to one of the bigger streamers. It's still awful, but it broke my heart.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Because again, she has agency over herself. I hope there's no one else putting her up to do this, and she's doing what she wants to do. She's also seen that there is money to be made, right? And I also think that the fact that Twitch has put a whole section up and kind of capitulated to the fact that there is a demand for this gives it a veil of respectability that it might not have had otherwise.
It was quite an empty section. And may I just suggest, big old bearded men that are in that section, I think that joke has passed. There were a few. I think that joke has passed now. And they were in bikinis and they were in a hot tub. I get it. I think that joke has passed.
Yeah. And the fact is, the punchline is that those women are doing it seriously. That's the punchline. The punchline is that women are doing that. Again, you do you, boo. There are outlets for it, though, I would suggest, that aren't on a platform largely populated by 13-year-old boys in their bedroom. That's where I'm going to leave there.
But it's also, as well, I think Twitch has a real existential problem. And that is, there's money to be made out of porn. We know that. That's why VHS won, because the porn industry chose VHS over Betamax. We know that there's money to be made in it. So they're a business, and they've suddenly got suddenly this spike in income, and it's because of porn. And so they're a real problem. Do they just go, no? Or do they kind of go, we thought they sent out this long message. We thought long and hard about this, and we did. Go on, you were going to say something.
I was going to say, before someone plows into the chat and says it's not porn, would you be cool with seeing a 12, 13-year-old girl doing the same thing? 13-year-olds
are open to this channel. If a 13-year-old girl was doing it, what is that?
Is that expression? Is it good, clean fun?
So there's that aspect, but Twitch also has a problem with general misogyny and racism. You know, we stream when the stream the B movie was on. No B movies from next week onwards. Unless we have something particularly special to show you, but the show is going to start when the show starts. And someone in the chat was going, "Hey, can you say happy birthday to my friend? I'm going to change it slightly, Nicholas Gurr." Except he didn't write Nicholas, he wrote the abbreviated version of that. And that's standard.
Yeah.
That's standard, right? What does Twitch do about it? I don't know, but it needs to address it, and it needs to address the number of people that write to her saying, "I don't want to F you." You know,
or they do, like I care either way,
and it's everywhere on Twitch, and it needs to address it. But I don't know what it does about the chat. I don't know. IP bans, I guess. I don't know if IP ban is possible, but I guess that would be the way, because you get banned. We've had people doing it here. You just set up another account. It's a piece of cake. Cockbongo says, "I'm curious, isn't there more money for a semi-naked streamer to be made on an actual campsite? How would they get seen?" That's the thing. Here, it's still a minority, so you can get seen.
Yeah.
And also, I know, listen, when I was using, I went to some of those places. I'm not particularly proud of it, but I did. It's harder to be noticed. The interaction is completely different on there. And you just don't get noticed. You go to Chatterbait or something. There's 500 people doing that, and it's. I just think Twitch is messed up, and I'm not just saying that. The bitterness I have around us not being with Twitch for another year is gone. I'm cool with that, because I'm really excited about the Patreon. So it says, currently in pools, hot tubs and beaches, top 5 live, 688 viewers, 138 6 viewers. And that, Twitch has got a problem. What do they do about it? I don't know. In chat, IP bans, I think. And I would say it should be gaming and chat shows, and that's it. That's it. Then there's no money. And then someone will come along and set up a Twitch format. There are loads of different versions already of Twitch, and go, "Girls, come here. And it sets up ostensibly as a gaming site, and they focus on that.
Yeah. David Turners makes an excellent point.
Oh, God.
Doing it here picks on people who are looking for it as well as those who are
not looking for it as well as people you are. Yeah, you're right. It does break my heart, and it does, it does. My boys my boys are more YouTube at the moment, which has its own problems.
Although YouTube, I've noticed, and I can't work out why, and if someone knows better, please let me know. But some of the people I follow on YouTube have started sort of self-censoring so that they will mute out certain words. So if they're talking about someone behaving inappropriately, they'll call it an essay rather than actually saying the word.
Okay.
And they also kind of blank out swearing. They also blank out the word racism. They blank out certain things. I wonder whether they are falling foul, or there is a potential on YouTube to fall foul of some sort of software that picks up on words without noticing the context. But if anyone knows for sure, I'd love to hear it, because we're about to venture into that territory and it's not something we're familiar with.
Hello, caller.
Hello. Just listen to what you're saying there, and I totally agree with what you're saying about Twitch, about like hot streams, like Twitch streams and stuff like that. Now,
go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, I agree what you're totally saying there. I just thought I'd bring it up. I'm a YouTuber myself. I have over 1K subscribers.
Beautiful.
And it's easy to get for myself. I usually get monetized. If I do something wrong on YouTube, I get taken down quite easily. So YouTube are on it as well.
And who is doing that on YouTube? Is it, I'm guessing it's an algorithm that detects the language.
For YouTube, the algorithm is very hard to get onto. Twitch is quite easy platform, and I've been watching for quite a while now. YouTube is a very hard platform to work on, and it's really very, very, very hard to get out there for yourself, you know.
Someone in the chat says, and I remember this, there was a lot at the beginning of COVID. If the streamer said COVID or coronavirus, their video would get demonetized. And I remember that we had that with the radio show and stuff. So what kind of stuff are you streaming on YouTube?
I'm a vlogger, so I do daily day vlogs. I have over 1K subscribers. My last video got over 4K. But I do vlogs and stuff like that.
About what?
Sort of just daily day vlogs.
Wow.
I work as a scare actor, so I do stuff like that. I go to theme parks, but
you're one of those. You're one of those ones that does really horrible rides.
Bloody terrifying.
Yes, I work as a scare actor. Yeah.
A scare actor.
A scare actor. Yeah.
What is a scare actor?
So basically, my job is at Halloween I get paid to basically just go down to the dark forest and just jump out at people and just scare people.
Oh, mate, that's brilliant.
It sounds weird. I very know.
We went on a haunted train in the Lake District. We were on holiday there for a bit, and me and my family went on one of them, and they had people banging on the side of the carriages and stuff. It was terrifying. My nephews loved it. They found it hilarious. My mum did a wee.
It's very dangerous as well. I've been hit myself. I've been hit multiple times. I've been hit in the face.
Yeah.
We get pinned, we get hit, we get.
They think you're a zombie.
People get really into it. I get into it. I don't like it. I get actually properly scared, so it's not something I enjoy.
Go on, sorry.
No, I was going to say, can you post? People are asking for a link to your YouTube. Can you post that in the chat?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Just want to say, it's just what you guys are doing is amazing. I've been following you for quite a while now, and I've been I've changed my name a few times. It was Zexity before. I came in before and said hi. Now it's Syndicate. So
okay.
And what is so I'm gonna put your name up by your phone number. Do we call you Syndicate?
Yeah, Syndicate.
Beautiful.
There's the link.
There you go. I just popped it in.
There we go. We got the link. I'm going to go and click follow on that and have a little bit of that. I suggest that everyone does the same.
So like I say, Twitch is a nice platform, and you don't get so much hate. But YouTube, you get so much hate, and I agree what you're saying there. I totally agree. The IP ban, I totally agree with that. You get so many trolls, and it's unbelievable. It's like TikTok at the moment. If anyone's on TikTok, the stuff that is on TikTok is unbelievable. It's worse than the hot tub streams. I'm sorry,
Dude, you've got a video that's got 14,000 views.
Yeah.
Well done, man. I know what we're getting about 200, 300 views of the stuff. I mean, we upload really long stuff, and it should be significantly shorter. But I know how difficult that is to get that. So that's brilliant. Well done.
It's very hard. I social media myself as well. I don't just do YouTube, Twitch. I'm actually a radio presenter for a very small radio station. So I work for this. Yeah. So just let us know, man. You can if you head over to wantedfm.uk, you can see what we're about and stuff like that.
Beautiful.
And
well done,
we do all different stuff, and I get to talk to big people like yourself. I've talked to loads of people.
Well done. It's tough to get out there. It's tough to get heard, and it looks like it sounds like you're doing it.
It is. It is very hard.
Nice one, Syndicate. Thank you for calling. The link is there. Thank you, mate. I've subscribed. I would suggest people can have a look.
I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Tutty bye. Tutty bye.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
That's all right, isn't it? It's tough to get stuff out there. Guys doing it, man. I gotta play some more adverts, and then I guess we should probably look at this best of.
Yeah. Can I go to the loo?
No, I forbid it.
Oh, I've already been. Only joking. I need a
dirty wine.
Yeah.
Dirty wine. Dirty wine. Dirty wine.
My legs went dead.
They can see you hobbling up the stairs in the mirror, you dickhead. Thank you, Syndicate _20. You can call us. We're going to start watching. It's very long, so we'll watch some more of it tomorrow. We may not get through all of it. But Matty Stevo, let me tell you about Matty Stevo. He's one of our mods. He's, I don't know how long you've been listening, Matty, but he's one of our biggest fans. And he has set up the vault. It used to be the Iain Lee vault. It's now the Iain and Katherine vault. Let's get the link for that And he set it up, and it's taken him ages, and he's had to move it around a couple of times. And it has got basically everything I've ever done is on there. He's got a YouTube channel as well. He's got everything I've ever done. I don't know where he got half of the stuff from, but I am so grateful that someone thinks my silly work is worthy of preserving. So I am so grateful for that. You people have got ads. You can push through these ads. You can push through these ads. So maybe Matty's got ads. Maybe Matty's gone. Maybe he's a plastic fan. Oh, he's there. Been listening since Absolute. Thank you, man.
I noticed recently you get like a little screen in the bottom so you can see the action that's still going on. So if we
you?
were in the hot tub, you wouldn't miss out any of that.
Matty, can you post the link to the vault? And people want to go and listen to the old LBC shows, the Absolute, the 3CR shows, the like some of the podcasts I did. It's there. At IainLeeVault.com, and there's the solo shows that Katherine did at Talk. It's all there, and it is appreciated, Matty. Thank you. And I don't say thank you enough, but thank you.
Thank you.
Put in a lot of work, and it's great. And look at Coffee Talk talking British. First of all, he said, I've got to go to the loo spelled incorrectly. And Coffee Talk says, that was so blotty fast,
Yeah, it's because I don't mess about.
Pete says, not everything you've ever done on tape. We haven't sorted through those tapes yet. I found 3 boxes of video cassettes of mine. I found a videotape, and all it's got written on it is Rise. So that's an unseen episode of Rise. It was just lying loose in the garage. I'm going through the garage. That was lying loose in the garage.
Rise.
And what's on the tapes is going to go through those 3 boxes over a weekend.
Nice.
I got some on DVD as well. I got the race on DVD. Anyway, this stuff. You can call us, but let us watch. And I opened up a little boxing. First of all, I need to make that smaller.
Do you know what? It was really nice having half an hour of just having a little gap there.
I've asked you for so long to do it on your own for a bit.
I forgot.
You're one of my favourite radio presenters. Genuinely are.
Yeah, my ability to wang on is unsurpassed. It was nice. It reminded me of when I used to present, and it was all very, very structured. I was doing like what's it called? Like a current affairs programme. So it was already structured. And then there was a day when the boss said, just go on with nothing and have a chat with him. It's always really freeing, isn't it?
I had that instruction. Tonight at 7, there's going to be a World of Tanks stream. It's happening tonight at 7. I'm going to give you a link. I don't know where I've got that link. I will give you a link of that you have to download World of Tanks from if you want to take part. Don't just download it because we don't get any penny. We don't get any penny. But if I give you the link that I think I tweeted, if you download it from there, and if you play a battle and win a battle, if you play and win one battle, we get some money from it, right? You only have to do that once. We get some money from it. I will be playing it from 7. It's a sponsored stream, and we can do a little bit of multiplayer, guys. We can do it, but I've got to find the right link for. If I go to my profile, unless someone's posted it in the chat already, no. Let me go to the profile. Where are you? Oh, here we go. This is the link that you need. It's a. I don't know if that is the link. It's a bloody long download. I warn you now. You can delete it afterwards. I don't care. I don't know if that. Oh, okay. I think this is the link. That's the code that comes up. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So download this, play through the tutorial if you want. You've got to win a battle in the real world, and then we get, for every one person that wins the first battle, we get some money. We get $12 each, well, between us for each one, up to a total of $7,000. We won't make that much, but I'll be doing that tonight, 2-hour stream. And I'll be doing another one later in the month, and we can have a little bit of multiplayer.
Nice.
little bit of World of Tanks. It's a good game, that one.
Does that mean I can blast you off? With me tank. Another one?
Katherine, don't forget the rule of the show.
I didn't realise it applied to us.
Oh, God, yeah. That's Butlins. Here it is. We got
Oh,
it.
God, right. Are we ready for this? Is this just going to be the one? Is this the fight one where it's just the best of our fights?
Someone says, have I got the LBC shows on compact disc? I have actually got them on compact disc, most of them, and Big Boy pissed on them the other day. I locked him in the garage. I locked him in the garage by mistake, and I found him the next day, and he'd knocked over my CDs and pissed on them.
Wow.
But Matty has got them all up on the channel, and he's just posted a link where you can download every goddamn radio show.
Hey, where have you been, Bodell?
Well, it looks like
all right.
With respect, it looks like you've been aging a little bit. You normally have. I know.
How dare you?
I know. You normally have a real baby face.
Oh,
I've got to say that baby face, Sir Cliff Richard, Sir Paul McCartney.
It's probably been aged by this glorious sunshine that we're experiencing.
That will be it. That will be it. It's nice to see you, Paul.
Nice to see you too. Hello, Katherine. Hello, Iain. I've joined late, so I don't know what the vibe of the show is or what I've missed. All I picked up on there was that Big Boy has pissed all over something.
I accidentally locked Big Boy in the garage the other night. And I couldn't find him.
I'm just protecting.
Then I found him.
Modesty.
I found him in there the next morning, and I'm tidying out the garage, and I have a box of all my LBC shows, and he had knocked them over and pissed on them.
Wow.
Wow, there you go.
That's some statement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just want to say good luck. You know, this is, I guess, what is it, the penultimate show before we hit YouTube.
Saw your very nice message. I saw that Paul is very excited. He's got the link saved for Friday's paywall, so thank you for that. We're really, really excited. We're really excited. I think that link is going to work that I've sent for YouTube, but it's kind of a punt. It probably won't because we've got to have technical problems. For those who don't know, Friday is the first day behind the paywall. The first 30 minutes is going to be on YouTube for free, so go and subscribe and click the bell on our YouTube channel. I don't mean Katherine, I mean the actual picture of a bell.
The bell.
You can have 30 minutes for free where everyone can join and watch. And then after that, it goes behind a paywall to a special private link. And for this first one, and we think we might do this once a month, all of the patrons are invited from the £2 and up. For the rest of the month, it's going to be the $6.66 and above. And I am so excited. Can't wait.
It's nice to see you excited.
So we're going to have a fun show. I think we're going to watch the rest of that Butlins video.
Oh, God.
I'm going to sing some songs. We're going to take some calls. And it's going to be, it's going to be the same old shit, actually.
But I'm just looking forward to it happening. You know, it'll be great. But I must admit, Ian, I know I haven't called in a while. I've just been lurking, but you know, I've called you guys a few times now, but I still get genuinely terrified making that call. And I think, you know, I probably am too self-aware. I don't know if I'm not entertaining enough. You know, I'm not the right sort of vibe. I don't know, but I'm using it as a tool to build myself. And if I can ring yous, you know, it's actually building my own confidence, if that makes sense.
I never would have thought of that of you. You always seem very self-assured.
I hate phoning radio shows. I would love to phone up Allan Beswick more and take part in the show. It probably ain't never going to happen again. I did it once and I was so nervous. But also, when Vix was streaming once, I went into her Discord. I was so nervous. It is, this side is easy. That side, I don't like it and I can't do it. But also in terms of whether you're interesting or not, I always enjoy your calls. It always makes me smile when you come on. But it's our job to make the calls interesting. I've always said that it's our job. If someone has been on the phone for 3 or 4 minutes and they put the phone down and people are going, well, that was dull, that's our fault. We've dropped the ball somewhere. So people are considering calling in. Don't worry about being dull or not. That's up to us to make you interesting.
No, I would encourage people to call in because I think once you get into the groove, it's slightly easier. But, you know, I still get very terrified and it's probably just making the call. But once you're into the call, it's kind of fine.
Would it be easier if it were a phone call as opposed to a Skype call? I don't know if that makes a difference.
certainly not for me anyway. I phoned you once on a phone call, and it was all very muffled.
Right. Isn't it? But you say that it's helping.
Yes,
your
I
confidence
think
in
it's
other
developing
areas.
my own confidence in other areas. Yeah, and it's just getting me over that hurdle of, you know, I don't know if I'm naturally, I wouldn't say I'm introvert or shy, but I've never phoned in a radio show or a show like this before, but it is kind of helping me develop, I think, speaking, with my job as well, it's completely different. I speak to people all the time. I've absolutely no issues, but I suppose, speaking to celebrities, if you like, it's slightly different. Catherine, what was that look?
I'm not a celebrity at all. I'm just some idiot.
I am.
But you know what I mean. But
Nelly says, nervous. I'm always nervous.
God, we forget that.
Michael says, helps my confidence to call you guys. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I forget that people can be nervous. And I assume that some people, you included, Michael and Nelly both, that I assume that they're not nervous, but I'd never considered that it might help them in other areas of their life to be more confident.
So
never considered that as a possibility.
Basically, I'm just using you two.
Oh, well, in that case,
feels good.
In that case, you can get lost.
Feels good.
Piece of trash. Absolute piece of trash. I've got to play some more adverts. It's because I'm behind on the ads, so I apologise. I apologise. Roger says, I've spoken to you both for years. I'm always nervous. Here's there is a tanks command. So that's the link to get World of Tanks from.
Oh, I thought you'd put thanks in. I thought, gosh, she's gotten all polite of us.
That's where to call in. That's where the link to get World of Tanks if you want to help the show. And you can skip the tutorial, but you have to play through and win one game in the real world. Not as easy as it sounds. And then we get points for it. We get money for it, but it takes a while for it to appear. We're gonna have a ticker tape, and it takes a while for it to appear up. Now I'm gonna guess that Pete is never nervous.
I don't. I guess not now. No.
Can I just say that was the highest noise not only you've ever made, I think I've ever heard in my life.
It made me think of David Turner's again.
Any higher than that, it would have been the dog whistle at the end of Sergeant Pepper. We wouldn't have heard it. That was amazing.
Yeah. I've made some pretty high noises, to be fair.
A proud host.
I guess I'm not. No, I very rarely call unless I've actually got something sort of to say, though.
We'll be the judge of that.
So proceed.
So what? Okay, what have you got to say today?
I haven't really got anything to say today. I mean,
it's one of those rare occasions.
This is kind of I was partly calling to put people off downloading World of Tanks. I mean,
you piece of trash. You hated it. He hated it and then deleted it.
What have you got against tanks?
His grandfather was run over by a tank. Not in the war, at the Bovingdon Museum.
I will say,
Rita. How did he get run over by a tram? How did you get run over by a tram? Yeah. They were slow in those days.
Can I just say, Coffee Talk has called in Howard Stern. I've been on the Howard Stern show. Someone phoned up and did Baba Booey to me at LBC. Can someone find the clip of me on Howard Stern? Someone phoned up and did Baba Booey, which is apparently is a thing, and I just went, I'll go watch it. And then Howard Stern played it and went, oh my God, this guy sounds so goddamn miserable. Is that the best radio they got over there in the UK?
Well, he's known for being, back then, an a-hole.
I don't know if that clip's on YouTube or if Matty knows where that is. Anyway, Peter.
Yeah, I will say, as a game, it actually seems like it's quite good. There's a lot to it. I can see the appeal. It's not unlike some of the previous.
You're saying the words, but I'm not hearing it in the tone.
Well, you're not hearing it in the tone because first of all, I played the tutorial because I thought we needed to do that.
I had been told that people had to play and complete the tutorial for us to get $1. And boy, oh boy, was I angry when I found out. 2 days later, they don't.
Oh, dear.
And I think it was level 4 of the tutorial. I know it was level 4 of the tutorial. What I'm saying.
You kept banging on about it in the mod chat.
Level 4 of the tutorial. I tried. I mean, we were told it would be a 20-minute thing.
So
Yeah.
then it was fun and people should do it, right?
I can't believe he's actually right. Okay, well that's a week's worth of food for my youngest child.
Can we
That's
just
gone.
give
Carry
you?
on.
Can we just give you 50 quid to go away?
No, because I genuinely think it's a good game. I think it's a good game, but the point is, I was shit at it.
There we go.
I told you how to do level 4. It took me 3 attempts.
Do you have to hit the cursors or spacebar?
It's Z and X, and then I ran ahead in it, and you got to just hold back. You got to hold back a bit. Skills, it's skills and patience, Pete, which you don't have. S&P.
I held back. First of all, I ran ahead. I got killed. I held back. I got killed. I did somewhere in the middle. I got killed. It was only by fluke that I finally managed to. Because
and the sense of achievement made it all
Wonderful.
worthwhile.
And you knew that you were helping your 2 favourite streamers.
Well, apparently I'm not. So.
Oh, well, he deleted it, so he now can't do what he needs to do to get us $12. If anyone wants to know what we're talking about, then
It's a
just
great
do
game.
!tank, and that will give you. It didn't work that time. Maybe I've done it too often.
But it is. I mean, I'm not really a kind of Call of Duty type person, and Tanks is kind of Call of Duty, but slower.
You're a pacifist. You're a pacifist, or as we used to call them in the olden days, a coward.
I've been playing a game called Wonderling, which is great fun. It's you play like essentially like Goomba from Mario, and you're automatically moving back and forward, but you can jump, and it's a nice little platformer. It's really well crafted. That's the kind of game.
So you've come on to sell a game where we don't make any money and diss a game where we make money.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
Goodbye to you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Outrageous. By the way, the World of Tanks, it's PC. I think it might be Mac, and that's it. Not any other versions. Thank you. This is live, Desmond. We are live. We're supposed to be watching the best of.
I don't think we've got time.
We're gonna start it. We're gonna start it. So Matty has put this together. Did anyone find? I don't know if the thing with me and Howard Stern, he was so. Guys, this is awful. It's miserable, guys. Is that the best? Is the mirror's always been there, Richard, for the whole year, as you'll see from this best of. Is that the best radio they got over in the UK? That guy is so miserable. Sweary. When are you going to get a couple of lesbians to sit on a loudspeaker and kiss, and then you play really deep bass so they orgasm? That's one of the things he did.
I know.
Why don't you go and do that? You go and do that, Howard. I'll talk to people and get stories, okay? Matty, I should say this is a best of for this year, so 2021. 2021. Okay, this is a great year it was. Well, let's go recap through some of the news. COVID continued. The death rate soared.
Yes.
Incompetence and corruption in Parliament.
And some stuff happened to us.
Yeah. Bing bong 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 bing bong 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 bing bong bong. I always turn it up. Ooh yeah, pretty mama. Make sure it's 1080p too. All right, Matty. Jeez. 1080p HD. This. Oh yeah, look, that is a lot sharper. Ooh, that is sharp. That is my eyes have got, it's like daggers in it. It's so sharp.
Okay, are we commentating on every single bit?
Oh,
or...
I don't know.
People are dying!
I don't know if these deserve to be in a best
I
of.
love them
this
so
is previously in 2020.
All
okay.
right.
East Hills.
Everybody listen what I said.
Look at your long hair. Look at my great songs.
Hello, Colin.
Oh, she meant her fanny.
Crack to the future.
Oh, that was the mini song. That was the mini song. I'm the Wankatron 2000. What's going on in my hair? And why is it at that funny angle? We had the camera too high at one point. Do you remember when we had the camera too high at one point?
Then.
Okay. Catherine is exercising her fanny.
I was
yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
Clench.
This
Clench.
is. Oh, by the. Thank you,
Clench.
Matty. This is NSFW. No. That I miss Ollie. I hope Ollie's okay.
Ollie's not been very well.
Oh, I know. This is one of the greatest moments of the internet because I'm wearing a gold jacket. No, because Ollie is shoving their face full of, was it Frazzles?
Frazzles. It wasn't real Frazzles though, was it?
Oh, it was Pound Shop Frazzles.
Nazzles.
And they got, I think, 3 packets in there. Knockoff Frazzles. Ersatz Frazzles. Eyes wide open. Oh my God. What happened to her? Did she die? I think she died.
Her eyes dried out and then the rest of her head followed.
By the way, look at the weight differential. We're in the same. Oh, I remember I put that shirt on. Look at the weight differential between me then and me now.
And me.
Oh no!
Oh God, yeah, we watched.
Oh, that was great.
El Gran Juego de la Oca.
That was great. Oh,
Matt Walden.
I'm sad that I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Because it's a great thing. But I'm sad that like Stephen Page is doing real gigs because it's like, oh, it's not so special. Of course, it's a great thing. It's his job. It means the world is opening up. He did a great gig with him and Kevin and Craig did a show with an orchestra at the weekend, and it's being released. Oh my God, I am all over that. But there is a part of me that is sad that that chapter's coming to an end. Isn't it? I mean, it's crazy, but
Kobe Christmas, open the door.
I've been working on. Oh, I've got to send Lenny Beige a text.
Could you do it after?
No,
because this is going to take. We're not even on the. This is the preamble.
He sent me.
This is the previously on TLNA.
He sent me a thing ages ago, and I forgot to reply. Steve first. I forgot to reply.
Oh yeah.
This looks fab. I don't know what it is. I've put a new project up on Bandcamp. The Voices project is 14 tracks using sampled voices with different musical spundescapes. I guess he means soundscapes. This looks fab. Want to come and chat about it?
You better find out what it is.
Imagine if it was all just people going N-word, P-words, and it's like
very
really
on
horrible.
brand for him, yeah.
Let's just have a little listen. This is Steve First, Lenny Beige's new project, the Voices project. Have a listen. Actually, I can do it like this.
Nobody quite knows which drink it is that takes him over the edge of being merely a social or hearty, laughing drinker into a morose and hungover, wretched creature who shakes and creaks and sweats and has nightmares.
What doesn't work?
All right, we'll get the idea.
It's always November and it's raining and it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
This is great.
Reach out for a cigarette and smoke and think of all the horrible things you've done in your life and all the shame. All the shame you endured.
All right, calm down.
The shame you gave other
Deafening.
people. All the wrongs you've done other people. I don't know whether alcoholics can put it quite as eloquently as that usually. They just say, I just stared out of the window for 2 years. 2 years. 2 years.
This is great, man.
If I kept on as I was going, I only had 2 weeks to live, which was rather fascinating because...
The Voices project by Steve First on Bandcamp. Go on, have a listen. That is great. Anyway, back to us. Who is it? It was Elizabeth Taylor's husband, wasn't it? The Welshman. Wasn't it?
That was Steve.
No, that's not Steve First talking.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The idea of 2 weeks, every second.
No, it's not.
Sounds like him.
It's not Steve First.
I thought he was doing a voice.
Other people's voices.
Richard Burton.
Yeah, that's the... Why did you make that so difficult?
Because I thought it was Steve.
What I don't like about you...
Go on.
Number 632. You withhold information to assert power. Share it.
It's interesting you think that.
She's doing it now, I think, but I don't understand it. It's too clever. She's doing it. I think you're doing it now. But are you? Mm-hmm. She won't tell me.
Is that what you think I'm doing? Press play.
I used to have a beard.
So did I.
A musical.
Oh God.
That taps into the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Zeitgeist musicals. This is genuine musical that I was hoping to get put on. This is the COVID musical.
Just say that shirt is belting.
Thank you. I got it from.
No, mine.
I'm writing a musical about Zoe like this. I don't know if Zoe's here, but Zoe loved this, and she is very, very clever. And this is a musical about COVID. Kath never looks as fearful as when Ian picks up a guitar. Adam, Scheitgeist, shut up. Made love to a hat. I made love to a little tiny cat. Today I'm gonna put my dick in a bat. Gonna put my dick in a bat. Gonna put my dick in. This is a song about how COVID
the musical.
started. This is before I realised it did actually come from a laboratory. This is COVID the musical when we thought it had come from a bat. In a bat, what you think about that? Don't do it. I'm gonna. This is all the different characters in the Chinese in Wuhan.
Obviously, yeah.
So this is like this guy, crazy guy who's lived. He's got so much experience. He's done everything. The last thing he's got to do is on his to-do list, his bucket list, is put his dick in a bat. And the rest of the village are going, don't do it. Don't do it. Do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it. It's like the chorus. It's like at the end of the day you get nothing for nothing. Dum, dum, dum. Your dick in a bat. I'm gonna do it. I'm in.
Oh God, I'm in.
And oh God, actually I like that. I know you were just saying that because it was so good, but I would have the bat going, oh God. You got to have light, because a lot of people die, so you got to have a little bit of humour in it.
No.
You know what's going on here, guys. You know what is going on.
We can never put this on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Oh.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
But the mainstream media will take it down.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, if you notice the mirror in the background, it's always been there.
Okay, and scene.
We'll take a break for now. But that is, someone message Zoe on Twitter and say I'm playing the song for her.
Flipping heck.
It's based on a true story, guys. And it is. What we thought was a true story at the time. Now we know better. Now we know.
It was the government story.
It was, yeah, exactly. This is the story. And I can tell you now, I had been ordered and paid by Richard Soros to sing that song. George. Well, no, it was his brother. It was his brother. It was his brother.
Okay. He's not.
Who had paid me and told me I need to do that.
Okay.
And I did not want to do that. I said, but Richard,
you to do that.
I want to do the truth. He said, no, I'm your paymaster general. You will do as I say. And I said, yes, sir. I will, sir. You're correct. And everybody in that is now dead. So that's what I've been working on. Is COVID! The musical. That's just the start of it. You wait till we. The sofa. Look, the sofa isn't covered there. The sofa is now covered. There's loads of crap there. See, it's just so much crap on those shelves.
That is me at age like 2 or something.
There aren't as many pictures on the wall.
When I was untainted by this crap. Anyway, proceed.
Good luck, Moomin. Get to the 5G factory. Let's just have a look. Vectrex, sold. That there, £275. That there, in my kitchen. That there, in my soul. Hello, is that Steve? Hello, is that? Can I speak to Stephen Murphy? I don't know why I phoned him on that. Why I didn't just Skype the idiot?
Because you're weird.
Pete, it's the second reference you've made. I'll read it. If you sign up to the £20 elite tier, do you get the podcast of the shows with the songs? That's the second reference you've made to people not wanting the songs. I think you need to get with the zeitgeist. I think you need to get in touch with people. I'm in touch with people, and I think that you need to. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed in you. And if you make a thing about being disappointed in hearing the songs, then I beat you to it.
We won't be surprised. Go on.
Doc, please.
I could
Stephen, it's Iain, Lee and Katherine Boyle from the Late Night Alternative. By the way, just look at the shelves there. Katherine, if you could just move. Difference. That gap is that there is a gap there. You can come back now.
Do I have to? Play it.
Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't release the virus from the lab. That would make us all so sad.
I'm in.
How are you?
Hello, my friend. How are you? Good to speak to you.
Okay. Okay. Long time no speak. How are things? Okay. It's not a great line. I don't know if you can go and stand near a window. I look good there.
That hair looks great.
Oh, or something.
That's the same I got now. I mean,
very
just double appreciating yourself there.
I'm a cool guy.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yes, I can. How have you been? How have you been, Stephen?
Not too bad, not too bad. You know, it's like anyone. I've had a lot of, well, you know, in many ways, it's a growth industry because everyone wants me to have a look at their Zoom.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's why I've called you. I'm having problems with my Zoom.
Right. What can I do for you?
Right. Well, for some reason, when the Zoom, the picture of me, the video, it's.
We are 6 minutes 52 seconds into a 4 hour 46 seconds best of.
So let's just recap. It's longer than Diana the Musical, and that took us about 2 months.
Okay.
And we've got 2 days.
Okay. What became of the fancy Gap shirt? I think it's in the wash actually.
Compressed, so I look skinny, like an old. What?
Good.
Oh no, the fancy Gap one's in the bin. It's been sent back. I thought you meant
Which is it? Bin or back?
It's no, this gone. I sent it back, but I kept the grey shirt. I kept the grey pants, trousers. But I'm, you know, for our American friends, it's like an old Mark. The fancy one's gone because of you, movie or something.
And you're a big lad now, aren't you? You put on a bit.
Well, no.
You've been a timber because you're not quite what you.
No, it's not.
You got bigger. I mean, probably eating really.
Well, it's
not. It does do
that.
I mean, I've found that. You know, you can't put on a few pounds if you're at home. Just do your best.
I do look. You look. I do look. Oh, there we go. I mean, look at me. Look at me.
Oh God.
Just look at me, just for a second though. Look at me.
I spend my bloody life looking at you.
What I'm going to do is I have to look over there to look at me, but to make it more realistic, I'm going to do it down here. Just look at me. Do it. Do it.
I don't want to look at you anymore.
Just look at me. Just look at me.
I really like to look at you moving.
Oh, I saw. She's such a bit. I love her. Oh,
press play. Press.
I'll press play in a minute.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Sounds like a vague, slightly sexual threat.
Okay.
Go.
Do some exercise. Trust me. I believe, you know, if you I don't know if you're drinking still, but eating, you can really concentrate. So I hope that some helps you.
Hey, I'm not.
Just get back out there, maybe do some running.
Okay.
I hope that's some help. Good luck. Good
Okay.
luck to you.
Right. It's not actually any help. It's
right. Okay.
I'm not drinking. Here's my vow to you. I will never, ever grow a beard ever again.
Yeah, you will.
I won't.
I bet you will.
I look ridiculous with that.
It looks nice.
I had that for years.
It looks nice.
It didn't. It looks stupid. People. Here we go. People with beards are stupid. All right.
Can we just clip that, because I reckon by the end of the month there'll be another beard.
Never. Gunstar Cowboy, you look about 60. I do look about 60 there.
You are.
Pete, look at Pete and Mandy, both of whom have beards. You're stupid. People with beards are stupids. Gunstar Cowboy's taking it up to... Hang on a minute, you're saying I look 60 in this one? Time out. Anymore. I'm back from a... By the way, timeouts don't work in YouTube, so... But I'm fine.
Ban.
Cakes.
I am eating. I've put on a little bit of weight.
Well, I'll have some
Yeah, it's quite a big round the face.
After this, I'm going to go and see Catherine's kittens. What's for lunch?
Bao buns.
Oh, I love bao buns.
Bao buns.
I love bao. They do. You can time out in YouTube, Pete, but you can't carry a timeout from. This is what I'm saying. Bao buns. Is there anything going to be in the bao buns?
Duck. Hoisin duck bao buns.
I love hoisin duck. Gives me indigestion, but I love it.
Okay, worth it.
Oh, isn't it?
Yes, but
Jackie boy, what's that sheesh for? Shish kebab? What is that? Shisha? Hashish? What is it? Tell me what that sheesh is.
What's the matter?
Now.
Why
Because I'm so close to blocking you. But I want to know what that sheesh is. Because I think I know what that sheesh is. But I want you to say it. I want you to stand by your man and your convictions. You tell us.
Well, what I'm saying is that
Nightbot alerts will work in YouTube.
Zoom for some reason is compressing the image, and I would
come on, pull the other one. It's diet.
What do you mean?
It's diet. You know, I mean, I would just. So it's stretching out so you look thinner or fatter than you actually are.
It's making me thinner, and I just want it to look.
Sheesh means meme. No. This is your final warning. Answer the question. Why did you put sheesh? It is a meme. Explain that meme right now. Explain. And if the next one doesn't explain it, you're timed out. If the next one doesn't explain it, you are timed out. All right? So explain it. Normal.
You want to look normal, mate? I suggest you do and lay off those cakes. Okay, I hope that's been some use to you.
It hasn't really. You seem to have ignored the technical.
Sugary drinks.
Sugary
Stephen Murdoch is, for those who don't know, is a computer expert.
Apparently a dietitian.
He's been in prison for kind of, being a very big Charlene Spiteri fan. I don't want to make light of it or go into details, but we here at the Late Night Alternative, we love to give ex-cons a second chance. I wouldn't do it while they're convicts, not while they're inside. I wouldn't want to do that. Can we time out the first person that said sheesh, because they've not explained it? Can we time them out for, I'm going to say for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes. 20-minute timeout.
You just try to lay off that saturated fat.
Okay, but you've got to do it for 20 minutes.
I know, I'm not sure how that's
One of them ought to do it. Mandy will do it.
I'm a bit, yeah.
Ignoring the technical issues and just being quite rude, really.
Quite personal.
No, I mean, what I do is just try
fat shaming.
A little bit of running or something like that. You're the one with the problem, mate.
Oh, God.
He's got a temper on him. We first had Stephen Murdoch on LBC.
Yeah.
When I was on the Drive Time show. I think we had him the first time, and it was imagine I did Drive Time on LBC for 18 months, and it was still an old woman's radio station, and so we got Stephen on to give, and we set it up. It was in the time when you'd still get themed hours, right? And we set it up like a week in advance. We got this guy coming on. If you've got any technical issues, then please give us a call. It'll be 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6 on next Thursday and all that. And people were phoning up having problems burning DVDs. And he would just go, have you turned it on, off and on again?
I know. But then also he suggested they do a wet reset.
Wet reset was later. It was also, I think it was the first one, maybe it was the second one. Someone was asking about internet security in an internet cafe. And I think Stephen misunderstood it, because he was going, well, don't hang your jacket over the back of your chair, because, you will be unaware someone could put their hand in your pocket and steal your wallet. Oh. And people would get really angry, and it would go, no, I think you've missed. Well, thanks very much for your call. And then people started calling in to complain about the advice he was giving.
Yeah.
It was marvellous.
What do you mean?
I'm not listening to that shit.
Unrelated, but once upon a time I used to do a character when I worked with Ronnie Barber.
Yes, sir.
Who was a astrologer.
Okay.
And I used to do like really personal astrology things. Yeah. Like Leo. You're right, he is, for sure.
Wowzers.
You've got to dump him. All that kind of stuff, right?
And you did it. How did you research that? Is it?
And then, but then we had a few people ringing up actually wanting serious readings. We've been doing it for months, and it was quite clearly bullshine.
People love that stuff.
Yeah.
People love that. It's hard. It's harder to do it now. You would have to go and do it on a BBC local radio station, and
I
mean,
think that's the
do it
point.
on the
They
talk
didn't
show.
expect us to be doing what we were doing.
Yeah.
But they fully expected us to be doing what they thought we were doing.
DJ Blag says the astrologer was brilliant.
Oh,
there you go.
That was Aurora Borealis. That was what her name was. I mean, for God's sake.
My favourite caller of yours was was she Italian or Spanish? The Spanish woman that would phone up on Shit or Hit.
Yes.
And the old lady.
Okay, yeah.
They were my favourites.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to that shit. That was really rude. I'm laughing, but I'm hurt.
Yeah.
That was really rude. Iain, who was Maureen from Tottenham? She would phone up. I wonder if we can find a Maureen.
I thought it was Barry.
Have you heard Maureen from
Yes,
Tottenham?
and I thought it was Barry.
Here's the thing. I don't know.
I don't know. But I know that I heard her once
Yeah, doing a
phoning
serious
up
one.
a phone call to Ian Collins, doing it serious.
She phoned me once.
She did. Here we
Line
go.
4, you're on the wireless.
Do you think I'm sexy? Do you want my body? Ian Lee on the radio show.
Yes, I do.
Take off all my clothes off. Show me a good time.
This is the drive time on LB. Oh, this is an evening show. Ian Lee's Good Evening. Okay.
And I will not say no.
Sounds good to me.
It was wonderful. Bring some condoms, Ian.
Okay.
She worried she'll get pregnant.
Well, yeah, you know, the kids will be watching Emmerdale, so we're all right. I think we're just all right.
Oh, this is about 7 o'clock in the evening.
There's a place in my heart, and I know I will get there, and it's true. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
It's not Alex.
There's ways to get there if you know how to get there. It's a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place for me and for you, Ian Lee and your listeners. Do.
We've not got to a jammy donut yet.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Do. A better place for you and for me.
You're a very naughty girl phoning in and singing.
I know your voice.
I think I had a cold then. That's not how I normally sounded. I think I had a cold.
Be very naughty, Ian, you toy boy.
Yes.
Spank me bottom, naughty boy.
Okay, there we go. Maureen!
Ian, I forgot to tell you,
Yes.
I had a tattoo done 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, whereabouts?
I'm not going to give you the exact location, but it's between my legs.
Oh!
Central, we missed a phone call. Who's this? Okay, let's call them back. You all right, Georges? Gorgeous Georges.
Oh.
3. Hello?
3. Hello?
Oh. Who dat?
Who dat?
I can hear you breathing. Heard you take an intake of breath.
I can hear you breathing.
Who is this?
Heard you take an intake of breath, so who is this?
Okay, goodbye. Not that
It's
bothered.
a butler. It's a butler.
Not that bothered. Not that bothered. Here we go, please.
How many minutes in? Wait,
Just
like
remember,
7.
It's all frustration because he can't get
Just about to hit 9.
anywhere near Charlene Spiteri anymore.
You've got 20 seconds starting from now.
Oh, is this
1,
David Turner's?
2,
Hide and seek.
3.
This is one of the
Gonna
greatest
cheat.
things I've ever
5,
seen.
6.
Oh, we did hide and seek on the stream. We are so innovative. We are so innovative.
8. It's very noisy.
No, we're good.
11, 12.
Why have I got shit on my finger?
Shitty finger day.
What is that? Actual shit on my finger.
13, 14, 15.
What is that? It probably is. Isn't my little finger of my left hand tiny?
Yeah, but at least it's not bent.
Yeah. We don't have that homophobia here. Oh, she's got a bent finger.
15, 16,
It's a little bit gay. No, we don't. No.
17, 18, 19, 20. Coming ready or not?
Here we go. Let's have a little. I got a feeling I might be laughing like that in the real one as well. Let's have a look.
Are you behind the sofa cushion there to the left?
No.
Are you under the clock?
Hang on, don't rush in. Don't rush in.
No.
Oh, I just
my
saw
favourite human.
the blinds move. You're behind the blinds.
No.
Are you lying on the floor?
No.
To the left, those little fabric boxes. That man has, I believe, 2 children.
Yeah. Went to the
And infected bollocks.
went to the Brit School for performance.
I've probably got kids, did he?
Yes. He said that to you the other day and you went, never heard of it.
Adele went there.
So did Turner's.
Why? What, to clean
For
or
this?
something?
Clean.
He didn't say that, did
Yes,
he?
he did. You
I
mustn't
don't really
have-
listen to his phone calls.
Apparently not.
Matty started a chant before the balls. Okay, thank you very much. I'm in. I'm chanting. There we go. I'm chanting.
Toys in.
This is great, by the way, Matty. There ain't no chance we're going to get all the way through it. But I know you've uploaded it to YouTube. I don't know if you want to make it public at some point, but we're definitely going to have another look at this tomorrow. And I suspect we might kind of go through it on slow days.
Are you in one of those?
No.
Have you gone out?
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing this, Matty. And I'm really sorry we're not going to get. Not even going to get the quarter of the way through it. But this is brilliant. You've put so much work into this. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Got ya.
So you cheated?
No, I'm in the shop.
Oh.
And if you look carefully, you just watch his little balls. Watch him jiggle as he moves. Watch him as he moves. Look.
Did you go into one of the pictures? Are you the
Baby.
baby picture?
I'm not the baby, no.
Are you?
Mum, I need a wee. Wait till we get out of the shop.
Is that you lying on the sofa looking like a hoodie that's been discarded?
No, that's a nice blanket, actually.
Anyone in the chat? Is anyone in the chat?
See him.
Are you wearing one of those suits that makes you go invisible? Like a
No,
cloak?
a ghillie suit.
A ghillie suit.
Not a ghillie
Are you
suit,
behind the
it doesn't
TV?
Nope.
Are you
I look ridiculous with a beard. What was I thinking? That's like 4 years. That was the whole talk radio, was the beard.
Not the whole talk radio, no. That's incorrect data.
It started just before talk radio, because I remember the March. We started in... No, maybe it wasn't March, but we started in... No, we started in March. And I had grown a beard when I got the boot from the BBC, so I had a beard for a few months. And it was the photo shoot. The photo now hangs proudly in my downstairs crapper. And I phoned you up and said, do I keep the beard or not? It was a pivotal moment because this was going to be the publicity. And I decided to keep the beard. So, yeah, it's from there. So, thanks.
For cushion.
Nope.
Vanished.
You ready?
Richard Taylor says he can see you but won't say where. Go on, where are
cool.
you?
Cheers, Richard. On the lamp. On the lamp. I was under there.
You did have it off a few times. Hey, listen, that's personal. Oh, the beard. Yeah. But it was, but it started.
And then the moustache. You had a moustache.
The moustache was here.
No, you had it there and all.
Oh, yeah, people took the piss. And I wasn't confident enough to rise above that.
Oh, you think you might have won.
Oh, brilliant.
David, that was spot. Look at his genitals look like a face. There's an eye, there's the nose, and there's the mouth.
Can we stop looking at his crotch?
Stop.
I feel like it's been very David Turner's crotch heavy
If you
today.
can see a face anywhere else on David Turner's, then please do let us know. That was fair play. I dislike you. I dislike everything you stand for.
Yeah.
I think you're horrible. That T-shirt's gone now because it faded too much. I've chucked that away. Horrible
He's good
human
at hiding,
being.
though, isn't he? Yep.
That was brilliant, mate. I
take
have
that
to
away.
give you that. That was epic.
He's doing that thing where he's pointing his thumb at his cojones there so we can all get a look.
I want some bow buns and I want to stroke some kittens. I think we're done.
I can help with that.
I think we're done. A lot of fun. Tomorrow, we'll be watching some more of that. Tonight at 7, I'll be playing some more of the Tanks.
Are you now?
You are very, very welcome. If you download it from it's a big old download. I'm sorry. Oh, David's here. I thought he'd gone.
You did tell him that you went to the Brit school, didn't you, David?
I don't know.
Didn't listen.
Once I get on this ADHD drug, vroom! He told us that on April 13th at 1:20 p.m. How can I pleasure you, sir?
No, come on now.
So, World of Tanks, download it from there. Play through it. Play through the tutorial. Play the first battle. We will then play multiplayer. We get $12. I can't say this on the stream because they'll be watching. But we're getting paid like a flat fee, right? But for everyone who plays and wins their first battle, we get $12 split between us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is helping us.